I wouldn't even get to the word. I'd start laughing at the beginning of the sentence. It got so bad.
B, just a
Yes.
suggestion.
Hi, everybody. We are now live.
Hi.
And
hi,
everybody in the chat,
everyone.
who I think is just Bolt now because everybody else that was in the chat came in. I don't know if there's anybody left, but hi, everybody in the chat, whoever's there. So what's on everybody's minds? How was everybody's day? Here, I'll start.
There's an echo.
Well,
Also,
I was
who's got an
just
echo?
looking at the calendar.
Is everybody roboting?
Nope.
I'm
Not me.
roboting.
Just you,
I don't
buddy.
hear it. I don't hear it.
We're all loud
I
and
don't
clear.
hear an echo either.
So I had an evaluation today at
Echo,
work,
echo,
and I got
echo,
$1 an
echo,
hour
echo.
raise.
Oh, right
Oh
on.
my!
That's good
Oh
news.
my! Oh my! Oh
So I
my!
can quit borrowing money off my brother every month to survive, so that's good.
That's
nice.
a plus.
I'm pretty
So-
excited. Yeah, I'm up to
What do we have
$500
here?
with him, so now I got to pay him back. So yeah, that's.
I know this is like
What am I
5
doing
months
here?
out or something
Okay.
like that. But your show is on Wednesday, April the 20th. I think we should plan some
Oh.
420 events for
that's
your,
gonna
for
be
your
a
show.
smoke-up stream. I didn't even think
Yeah.
about it, man.
What
We
the-
gotta
So
smoke
I'm
up to
thinking
that, Ben.
we should plan some 420 events. Maybe get
Wait a
some
minute.
people
Are you
that
sure? I thought the 19th was Friday.
no Wednesday.
I don't know. I haven't got a
just looked
decent
at it.
calendar on this crap thing over here. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. What are you
The
saying? now?
19th is Friday. Yeah.
No,
The 20th.
The 20th is Wednesday. The 19th is Thursday.
The longest.
Oh, you're talking about
Oh,
April
what?
20th.
April
You're talking about
20th.
actual
Oh,
I'm talking
yeah,
about
we're
April
totally
20th.
Okay.
April 20th.
Okay.
The longest
That's what I said,
lunar
it's like 4
eclipse
months
in
from
more
now.
than a century is going to be on the 19th.
This month?
What? What?
The longest lunar eclipse in for the last 100 years is going to be on the 19th. There's going to be a
Where-
lunar eclipse.
Of this month?
Where
Yes,
do you have to be located for
Where's
that
it
to be
visible?
true?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think we could see it in America. I'm not entirely sure, but I know there is going to be a lunar eclipse on the 19th.
Is this the
Doing
one
that,
that's?
that's what Alexa is for.
Is this the
No,
one
Doorknob
that's?
Head, we make these decisions while we're sober, and then we get high. See,
Is
I'm
this
just
the one
starting.
that's very nearly, but not exactly total?
I think it's going to be. All I know is it's going to be the longest duration in the last 100 years. It's what I
Nice.
read.
All right, so let's do some looking here. Lunar.
Yeah, I find with those
11,
lunar
19.
eclipses, it's local. It's very
Eclipse.
locally centered when it says that for you, right? Because depending on where you are, it might
Solar
not be that long for you.
eclipses are the ones that are localized. I think half the planet can see a lunar eclipse.
Maybe.
I
don't
would
know.
have planned a 420 event, but then I got high.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, they call it a partial.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
looking
yeah,
at
clone.
Earth and Sky. I see what they're doing. Okay,
Lone says we will
It's
see it
such a
in the
child.
USA.
they are calling it a partial, but it's almost, but not quite total. I think just the southwest
Hi, buddy.
portion of the moon is barely outside Earth's shadow.
And that's on the evening of the 19th.
Well, the Lone Wanderer is saying that the USA, the entire USA, will see it.
Okay, so I will try to have my
Everywhere,
camera
Lynn?
set up.
Ow.
The last time
Oh.
I tried.
Friday evening.
I just thought of something. I have a new thing for my phone. I have a monocular that I can hook up to my phone to take pictures. I haven't used it yet, and it comes with a tripod and everything, so I can
Yeah,
just
the
set
last-
it up and hit record.
Yeah.
The last
Friday
time I
it's gonna
tried
be
to record,
overcast.
or the last time I tried to photograph a lunar eclipse, the moon set just before totality. It really pissed me off.
I
Stool.
just looked at the weather for here, and it's going to be overcast here, so I won't get to see it.
No, it's always overcast in Pittsburgh, so what the hell?
Stool wrote a musical
I'm in
yesterday.
Southern California. I'll be able to see the bastard.
Stool wrote a musical yesterday, and I cannot stop laughing about it. Like, we're on Catnip's stream, and he just starts singing Emu sperm.
Jesus.
They
Yep.
say like
These are
three different
things
things.
that really happen.
And what style
why
is
would
my
your
question?
name-
gotta-
Stu, why
you
was your name
you gotta-
Heather's Toe?
You gotta not encourage him.
No, I think he's funny. I think he's so funny.
He's fucking hilarious.
Okay.
Well,
Oh.
he's the kind of funny it's not polite to laugh at.
Depends on what he says. Sometimes you
I
have to
know,
go.
Emu
That's
sperm is
fucked up,
funny.
Stu.
But I mean,
is
seriously,
it
in what
polite?
style? Was it just like emu sperm, or was it like something a little more punk rock, or what?
It was
There's-
more like a musical play-ish type.
Okay.
Have you
song.
seen that video that's it's the song WAP, but the guy sings it like it's like an emotional song from a musical?
No.
Oh my god.
What's it
it's-
about?
So it's the song WAP. Wet ass
Yeah,
pussy.
but-
What
Oh.
about Italians? What?
I'm sorry. See, I'm Italian, and I was like, we were Dagos. We were not without papers. So I started getting a little offended there. Okay. Now that I know the topic, go ahead.
No.
I always thought that was
grab a
pronounced
bucket and
WAP.
a mop for this wet ass pussy, like that song. But he sings it like it's. I will find the video.
You should.
I honestly thought the song was pronounced
I'll share.
WAP. I don't
As long
know.
as you don't get me
I
a
only ever
copyright
saw
strike.
it like written though. Even through the whole controversy about it, I only ever saw it written.
Jenna-
Well, why aren't
Jenna-
you in here? We have one more spot. You better grab it.
Jenna made me watch that video. I had not seen it up until that point in time. That was an interesting evening.
Here you go. You can share it for everyone
She-
to.
She put it on if was I think we covered that video for the whole episode basically. It was an interesting episode.
Ben, if you're not hunting for it, the emu sperm, I sure am. I'm scrolling. I'm trying to scrub through that video from yesterday. To find it.
I just put it in the
I'm
private
not
chat
looking
for
for that, but
I'm gonna find it and clip it, and it's gonna be a thing that exists forever.
Oh,
you
no.
need to clip it.
Of all the places I thought my life might go tonight, emu sperm was not one of them.
No, me neither.
Well, you came
just saying.
onto one of the community bullshit streams, and
Oh, I
you didn't
know.
expect emu sperm.
I'm thinking more like, yeah, I couldn't have put that on my bingo card of all the things we might have talked about, all the whacked out
You
crap.
never know where these streams are gonna go.
Just so long as it's
There
not
we
New
go.
Jersey, yeah? No, just,
Oh my. There it is.
Wait. Stop.
Oh shit.
All right.
Did I have to?
Oh,
have
there
my
it is.
voice training?
Hello.
There he is. There's my other brother from another mother.
That's
Full
right.
house tonight.
Emu
Okay.
sperm.
Do you think I'm gonna get in trouble for this?
Emu sperm.
The first thing Ben says when I get in here.
Oh, Bolt, you thought it was
I mean,
funny too yesterday.
It
Quite
was
vulgar,
hilarious.
but it's not any more vulgar than the original.
golly.
It was funny when Stool said it yesterday because it was just like so out of the blue. Like nothing prompted this. It just happened.
He monetized for Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work.
Uh-oh.
Oh
All
no.
right.
Lord.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Ads?
Which one are we playing? Skip ads.
Huh? What?
Skip ads.
Ow. Ow. Columbia, stop that.
All this. Yeah.
Whores in this house, there's some whores in this house. Whores in this house, there's some whores in this house. Whores in this house, there's some whores in this house.
I wonder
Whores
about
in
like
this
what
house.
his neighbors thought when he filmed this. Like,
Beat it up, catch a charge.
All
Extra
right.
large and extra hard.
What the fuck?
Put this
We're getting a
pussy
little
right
echo.
in your
I thought I was
face.
hearing
Swipe
Matt
your
Powell.
nose like a credit card.
Oh, that's from me. I'm sorry.
Hop on top, I wanna ride.
Okay, but can you put
I do a
Stool's
Kegel while it's
comment on the
inside.
screen, please?
Spit in my mouth, look in my
I don't want to get a copyright strike killing that.
Oh, you got one already.
Nah, it was only
Doesn't
like
take them long to hit you.
Okay, but can you put?
I've never
Stool's
had one, I'm
comment
not worried
on the
about it.
screen?
Zebra. This
Yes,
one,
there we
emu
go.
sperm is the future.
Yep, that one.
It's a moisturizer, guys. Just saying.
It's a flow wax and a dessert topping.
Hey, now we're talking.
I want to know who did the study to prove that.
It's a fruit juice.
There you go, Ben.
I have not had weapons yet. That's the part of the course that I couldn't go to because of my stress fractures, but I will have to qualify for weapons. Everyone in the army has to qualify. Yep.
Yep, with some kind of weapon. But Ben will be an officer, so it will.
I only have to know
Are you-
one.
Are you going to be allowed to choose pistol?
My weapon would be my rapier wit.
Okay.
Okay.
You're talking about D&D, right?
Are you going to be allowed to choose a pistol, or are
never
you going to
mind.
have to choose a rifle, though?
Oh no, you officers get pistols. They get 9mm.
Yeah.
I know. I was in supply. I used to have to clean them and fire them and make sure they were working properly. That was fun. I love that part of supply.
They don't get 45s?
No.
9 mils.
Not as
Yeah.
far as I know. Aren't they 9 mils still, Ben?
They don't want 45s because the
Too heavy.
9mm is more or less they can get more shots off and have a larger magazine.
I'm not sure what I have to
And
qualify.
then there's the recoil of the 45.
There's also the supply
Ben.
of ammunition. Way
Ben,
more guns
qualify
than
in
9mm round.
nunchucks.
I love that.
I have to
Zebra.
use the weapon they tell me, but I just don't know
Oh.
what they're gonna tell me by the time I finally do the course.
There you go, Ben.
Salty
Well,
Himalayan.
No,
ask
salty
them for
Himalayan emu
nunchucks.
sperm is considered a delicacy.
Is that part of my cult
It's
now?
what
Do you-
I said. Himalayan is. But
It's your delicacy dish.
It goes with my Himalayan salt dildo cult, so
I have only ever had powdered sex from the box. What? That's great, Brainbug. That's what Bree just said.
Powdered sex from the box.
I don't.
Hey,
don't,
I had a buddy who bought powdered water, but he didn't know what to add. So if you guys can figure that out for me.
Had what?
He bought powdered water, but he didn't know what to add.
Air.
Stephen Wright, look it up. Funny joke.
Mm.
Funny guy.
Oh
Very
yes, you
dry
know,
but
great.
funny.
Like I'd love to see a double bill of him and Emo Phillips. You guys know Emo Phillips?
That sounds
Okay.
familiar for some reason.
Yeah, it
He's
sounds
a
familiar.
cage boy haircut, and he talks in this weird sing-songy voice. He's the one who
He's
told
got
the
the
joke
big eyes,
about
right?
on the bridge where he's asking the guy about his religion, and he gets so minute, and the guy gets one wrong, and he shoves him off.
Okay. I don't
No?
know that.
Okay, fine.
Well, I know who you're talking
he
about,
was
though.
the shop teacher in UHF. No? All right, fine.
It's like I give.
Not
them away.
everybody remembers stuff the way you do. Okay,
Yep.
just saying.
Well, he's a good comedian, though. Oh, he's the one with the whole joke where he's like, I wanted a bike, and I prayed and prayed to God for him, but then I realized it didn't work that way, so I stole one and asked him to forgive me.
That sounds familiar. I've heard that before. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think I know who you're talking about, yeah.
Because that is
Meet
how
the
it
parents concept. Oh, really? Huh.
works. What?
He said
That doesn't
Emo
sound
Phillips
right.
is the originator of the Meet the Parents concept.
I don't
Fishing
know.
comedy.
I don't know.
I would have thought that
I
would
don't
be
know what that
the
means.
Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, but okay.
Right, DKH? You got it right. I don't know. I came from a generation of poor people where we had powdered milk. And you had to add water to it. So the first time I heard that joke about I bought powdered water, I was like, wow, what the fuck is that?
I remember
Like,
making
instantly
juice from
you had to add something
concentrate.
to it, you know. To
I remember
drink it.
making juice from concentrate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
when you
yeah.
got in the little like
It was the cheapest way
cylinder,
to buy it. You could get those
Yeah.
cans back in the day for like what, like 4 for $1?
something like
Something,
that.
yeah.
Diana probably remembers like 8 for $1, but I remember 4
easily.
Are you kidding me? They were 5 for a nickel.
Yeah.
But you had to walk uphill both ways through the snow to buy them.
Yeah.
He acted in Meet the Parents. He was also a screenwriter and executive producer.
When do you want to do it, Phoebe?
If you're talking about the movie, fine, but the concept has been around for ages.
Okay, yeah.
Phoebe, go to bed. You said you were gonna go to bed.
Yeah, Phoebe, go to bed. I missed that.
I had to walk uphill both ways to school. I had to cross a valley to get there.
I gotta let my dog.
I literally had to too. There was a big hill right in the middle, so both ways we went, we had to walk uphill.
Oh, I had a valley.
And then when you came down this side of the hill wasn't as steep.
We kind of had
and
that.
it went to our house, but this side was steeper, and it went down into a valley, and it would flood in the spring, and we had to like walk through water and hold our books over our heads, and the water was like this. I was so little when we moved there that they had to carry me, and then I got older and I could keep my head just above the water, and we were like walking through with our books over our heads, going home from school. Not kidding.
I don't want to think about powdered eggs and ball sweat.
Oh, DK.
But like, it's probably the same shit, right?
Maybe.
I'm not seeing the connection.
What?
Powdered egg.
No, actually, what I was thinking of was smegma, but
Do I need to explain? Because I think I can explain.
No, at least I know what we're talking about. I hope
I'm completely
you don't need to
lost.
explain to other people. Oh my god, now he's gonna explain it.
we don't need to understand. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I
you
think
know,
I'll let it
it's
go
not-
then.
If it's not safe for work, we can let it go.
Although, in all fairness, I did already bring up emu sperm, so I guess I can't.
Exactly. Lord knows where
Bree,
these strings are gonna go.
You're assuming that somebody had money to invest in a boat where I lived. Like we barely had a vehicle, so there was no such thing as we can spend money on a boat. What would have been smarter is to put a rope about 8 to 10 feet in the air and attach a raft to it, so you could slide that. You could just bring yourself down around, and when there's
Smegma
no
is
water, it
definitely
would just
worse
be
than
hanging
emu
beside the
sperm.
road.
I mean,
That
I was
would've been
saying like, but similar to powdered eggs.
Okay.
Powdered sperm?
No, smegma.
Powdered sperm.
Powdered
Smegma makes the
That's-
best cheese.
That's
Powdered toast.
Look, I'm gonna start kicking people. You gotta quit saying that shit. That is nasty. Like I literally, my stomach turned. I'm not even playing. Hi, Mac. How you doing, buddy?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I said it. I didn't mean it. I never meant it.
Bolt.
What did I come back?
I'm just here to get Diana.
I'm assuming the powdered eggs cause flatulence, which would keep things dry.
No more ball sweat.
Yep, just dry it off that ball sweat.
Oh God.
Powdered soda is hazmat.
That's where I think that was going, honestly.
Are your
Keeping
farts
some
like
air
a hair
circulation
dryer?
down there.
I just think that's where the comment was
Fill the
going.
boat and then ask for forgiveness. Didn't we just learn that?
Yeah.
Also, Dr. Ben, I'm fat, so kinda.
Like
Yeah,
a
don't
hair
eat the ball
dryer?
sweat eggs.
Not quite that strong, no.
Oh my god, you guys fucking are killing me tonight. God,
What did
This
I
is a
come
weird
back
stream.
to? Like I leave for a minute, and I come back to
You're not allowed to say
whatever
It
that.
happened.
escalated from powdered water to powdered eggs to ball sweat. I didn't do anything.
I don't-
All I said was
And I
powdered
told him I
water.
wouldn't say the other thing.
It was Doorknob Head's fault.
Isn't it always? It's
Oh,
always
yeah.
stool or doorknob. It's one of the two.
Doorknob Head got me in trouble because Doorknob Head was in a chat one time saying a bunch of shit, and I started laughing about it, and he kept going, and I kept going, and I got in trouble for talking about sex too much with women. So I guess I'm a real man now. So
Women suck. It's fine.
I don't understand people who
like,
want
no,
to be women.
didn't even
Like
start
I don't
that.
get it. I don't
What?
get people who identify with being a woman. It just does not click. for
I
me.
don't understand either.
I don't
What is
understand
that?
it.
Why would you want to put on like those girly clothes and makeup and
Well,
stuff? Like, I don't
it-
understand it at all.
in quite
No,
the
wait a
same
minute,
way.
wait a minute. That's not the only kind of woman that exists.
Yeah.
But I'm
Well,
just
and-
saying those like a feminine. I mean, I could identify maybe with a tomboy woman, but still, why would you want to be a woman? But
Well,
but I
in
can
quite the
identify
It's
with
not-
that.
it's
I
not
just
a
don't
want to
understand the
be.
people who
It's just
would,
an is
would
or an
want
is
to
not.
be a man or like being a man. You know, one of those deals. I don't get that. I really
See,
don't.
exactly.
That's where
that's the point.
No, that's exactly the point. That's where this was going. Where it's not.
Mhm.
It's
Jenny,
trans people being incredibly confused by cis people who identify with their assigned gender. It does not make sense to me. It does not click.
Although there
No,
are
I don't.
times that I cry myself to sleep wishing I could be cis. Either way doesn't matter as long as everything lined up.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jenny, what were you saying? You and Diana talked over each other.
I didn't say shit.
Well,
Oh, your icon moved. I thought you were saying something. Sorry.
I don't know. You're all thinking
Yeah.
pretty small. I wish I was born as the heiress to a galactic empire.
There you go.
That's okay.
You know?
Then
Jupiter
you could just
Jones
pay to get
over here.
you could just get anything done you wanted because you're the empress.
Yeah. If I want that
Rock on.
battle mech, I can have that battle mech.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Majesty.
If you want to
Yeah.
have an addictomy surgery, somebody's going to do it for you. Right.
I don't think I want one of those. Ew.
I mean,
Like,
I'm just
I
saying,
seriously don't
in my
get
opinion, that's where I'd go.
how can that even be comfortable having that stashed in the front of you?
That it seems like it would be convenient though in a lot of instances.
Yeah.
Well, peeing and what else?
Other things.
Other things.
It can be
Lot
rather
of other
inconvenient at
things.
times too.
Lots of other things that I have in
Like
mind.
it has a little mind of its own, and it
Not
points
gonna
at
get
things
personal, but
when
yes.
it wants
Well,
to.
You get it
It seems-
zipped up in your fly.
it's
That's not very
inconvenient.
comfortable.
At the same time,
That's
yeah.
the part though that you just said that makes it sound like the worst in the world is that you can't control the damn thing. You can't
Yeah,
say
no.
down boy.
No, a bio penis is way better than my Packer that does not move with my body, and looks even worse because I can't move it at all. Like it doesn't fit places.
Exactly.
I mean, I can flick it. That'll make it go down.
I was gonna say all I'd have to think
I'm
about
good on
is
the
like
topic.
I don't know, old grandma taking a shit or something. That would do it for me.
Down
Oh
boy.
my god, Geo Sam though.
What was that movie where it was like he puts his hand over his heart and says the Pledge of Allegiance till it goes away? Like
Damn it, Gio! What the fuck?
Oh, that's just
I
wrong.
mean,
You
that
don't
sounds
have
like
to put
something
that up.
Sheldon would do, but I don't know in a movie.
it was before that was even a thing. So
Makes a good towel rack, Ox.
Oh my god! I told my girlfriend. I said, I'm so glad I don't have a functioning one right now. And she's like, why? And I was like, I would just walk around constantly with a heart on. Like it would be obvious. Like I would just constantly be like, just all fucking day, every day.
It points the way north if you're lost.
Yep. You
I
can
always
use it
do
to tell
this. I go
time.
in a room and
Convenient
I
as
go to
fuck,
walk
sounds
out
like
and I
me.
go, I'm going that way. And I hold my finger like this down here and I walk out and then she knows that I'm like, I have to get away from you right now. Things are
here's
gonna
the thing
I'm gonna lose
with
my
how
job.
the mysterious things that vaginas do. Like if you told me that it indeed does point the way north and you were like adamant about it, I'd fucking believe you.
I mean, it's really fun to play helicopter too.
So
every now and then.
stand there naked, make sure you have a good visual on it and turn. And if it doesn't move, then it's not true.
Right round.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Because if it was
Look,
gonna,
honey,
then
I'm a
every time you're
helicopter.
facing south, it would be like it would be like this underneath, pointing the other way or something.
Or if
Oh,
it just,
man,
moves
JR.
slightly when you turn north.
J.R. Cleet, you say just think of Phyllis Diller naked and that'll kill
Word,
him. That's
dude.
assuming
Exactly.
that anybody around here knows who Phyllis Diller was.
I know.
I
And
only
did not
barely
in her youth.
vaguely remember from like some Nick at Night rerun back in the 80s.
Granny. Look
I'm just
away.
saying.
Depends on
it's like
what
Phyllis
era
Diller-
Phyllis
I mean,
Diller.
That's what I was just thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guy who gears and always knows when it's morning.
How about B. Arthur?
Another
Most
one.
people know who B.
Again.
Arthur
Sitting up
is.
3 a.m. eating
Depends
all
on
the
when.
ice cream and watching Mr. Ed.
Well, given how popular Betty White is, and always the references to the Golden Girls, I think that that B. Arthur has some cross-generational, not appeal, but acknowledgement, whatever. They know who the fuck she is.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
Maud.
There's not a lot,
And
but you're right,
Dorothy.
Kate. There's not a lot out there like that, but there's a good handful of people that all the generations are like, oh, her. You know, it does happen. Not very often, though.
I mean,
Hey, there's
young
10
Betty
people
White.
watching now, but only 9 likes.
You know what? I'm very
Who's holding
disappointed.
out?
I see 11 people watching.
You know
I
what,
see.
though?
No,
I have
I'm
a
kidding.
feeling the channel owner is one of the watchers. You'd have to up-thumb your own.
I mean, he can, though.
JR, think of
my
Barbara
sound
Bush
went out.
naked.
Hopefully it comes
Thank you.
back.
Same thing, right?
Stool likes to play the xylophone with his.
Knobhead, your name is not Barbara Bush.
12. 12 likes, 12 watching. I don't know what you're talking about.
I see 13 now. They're coming in. Can I
13
get that with
likes and only
Prime?
11 watching.
Okay, good.
Love you, mice.
Good. It's better.
So Ben was going on a topic and it segued somehow. Did you want to bring us back to that?
There was a topic.
There was.
I have a topic.
people.
I brought a topic.
There was a topic
You go first.
broached. Go ahead, Ben.
Let's get the new topic.
Okay, go ahead, Sam.
I'm here to get Diana a kidney.
Yes.
What?
This is exactly why I said, Savage, come on over here.
So Diana,
Yes, dear.
as many of you know, needs a kidney. And tonight she told me that one of the things that's stopping her from getting the kidney, and apparently one of the major things, because there are a few kidneys that have been offered, and maybe somebody mentioned if we hold out, we might get like 2 or 3. Just saying.
Mage Grey Wolf said, maybe for just like nobody notices, we can get 3 or 4 just in case.
Right? Like,
Yeah, that's in spares.
yeah, get a couple of spares.
I used
the
that a
major
little while
thing-
Quick,
ago.
put one in. That one's not working. Give me number 2.
Try another. Get a spare.
Yeah, I actually also need a kidney. Does anyone have a 5-year-old? A kidney.
No,
No,
I
no.
want to know what you're gonna do.
I
with
love
that.
you.
See myself out.
I love you.
Yeah,
That's such
you
a
might
great
I don't
show.
want to know what
I'm
you're
a dad.
gonna do
I
with
love
that.
it.
I know one, but you can only have his elbow.
Well,
Just an elbow?
I don't think I have a kid elbow that needs a transplant, so
I mean, if we have any rich friends on the black market, you could probably buy a kidney for around 50 grand. I know when I lost
I don't
mine, I
think we
looked
know
up,
anybody that rich.
I looked
Diana,
up
do
to
we
find
know
out how
anybody
much
that
it would be
rich?
on the black market.
I don't know anybody
And it
that
was
rich.
like
We don't
It
know
was like-
anybody that rich.
15 grand back then, so it's probably like
I had a friend
I only
here-
know
here at
people
home.
who are that rich who are
It's weird.
assholes.
What, Jenny?
Right.
I had a friend here at home who needed a kidney, and they wouldn't even test me.
Why not?
Because I'm on warfarin and stuff.
Oh, shit.
Oh, well, that
That's a good
makes
reason,
sense.
though.
It does.
That's a good reason.
Yeah, it's a really good reason.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
think
relevant.
so.
Every time
the
I hear
main
someone
thing-
talk about warfarin, I think it's like some sort of Klingon medicine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's close. It was
Dwarf.
made in Wisconsin.
Yeah, if I take too much of it, I get this really bumpy forehead.
All right, Kyle. One for you, buddy.
So
Warfarin, isn't that in rat poison?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, I knew that.
Really trip off some good rat poison.
Is that a blood thinner or something?
Yes, it is.
extremely, yeah.
It is. Yes, it is an anticoagulant.
So the
My-
main
my-
thing,
My iron
and correct me if I'm wrong here, Diana, but the main
Yes, dear.
thing standing in the way is that basically we need people to like babysit you and be a chauffeur for
Yeah.
those
Yeah, that's pretty
2 to
much
3
it.
months after
Mhm.
surgery.
Yeah, that's
So-
pretty much it.
What I want to do is to schedule, well, 2 things, but first would be a planning meeting. And I think Kate, you should come for the planning meeting. Purple, maybe some other people who hang out a lot.
JR.
Mr. B, maybe.
I could just see. I could just hear
plan-
Kate thinking. I could just hear Kate thinking really loudly now. I am not babysitting her.
Well, here's what I'm thinking, okay? Is if
Actually,
we
what I was
plan,
thinking was I'm not sitting on any babies.
Okay.
guys,
Okay.
don't interrupt.
Okay,
Don't interrupt
we'll be
each other now.
Diana
Come on.
sitting.
Go ahead, Savage.
But if we can get a planning meeting and then do like an 8-hour, maybe a 12-hour stream to get people signed up for maybe 2 weeks that they can come out and stay, and for people who maybe can't necessarily like physically go out and stay, there's some of us who can, but like I could take probably 4 weeks, but like we'll need but like she needs a caregiver and a chauffeur, and for people who can't necessarily make it out, if people could pledge to help pay for either a rental car for people who want to help but they don't have a car, or maybe a place to stay, or
maybe a
part.
Yeah, I'd have to figure out where to put everybody. What do you want?
Maybe a part-time caregiver too.
Yeah, they will take shifts. The transplant center said they are very happy with people who would do shifts on this.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if somebody paid for like a caregiver for you, like in the evening, and that would free them up, and they could help you during the day.
Yeah, okay, I see where you're coming
sleep
from.
at night, and you have a caregiver at night.
Yeah.
Do you like part-time type thing?
Now, if you do get a caregiver, just to balance it out, I will be the doesn't give a damn giver.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, dear.
I'm just looking at these different prices that Ox is posting for different body parts. And the liver is the most expensive one there, $557,000. And I'm thinking that's because way too fucking many people drink.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I think the
my
price is
brother ruined
also
his,
as high, though. The price is also so high because Diana keeps eating liver.
Uh-huh.
Does
I
anybody want Mice's butthole? Mice has
I had
a butthole.
I had a cousin who drank himself to death. He killed his liver and he died waiting for a transplant. Just go for it, Tom.
See, what you should do, Diana, is tell
My
them
brother's
that
on his way there.
if they can find somebody around your age that has healthy kidneys, since you have a healthy liver, they can have the bottom lobe of your liver. No, people do that all the time. You don't have to give some of your whole. You give them the lobe of your liver, and it'll regrow itself. It's
I've heard about in some major cities where
you
they will
can have a good kidney, they can have a good liver.
Not like different organs like that, but it was actually like for like different people where it was like, oh, so and so has a brother that'll donate a kidney, but he's not actually like a donor for him, but like he would be a donor for so and so has a donor that would be like good, and they like trade them off.
One thing that I did learn
Basically,
is
musical organs, yeah.
One thing I did learn is I forget what they call it, but the transplant center is good for something where, okay, let's say I need a kidney and Purple has offered one, but there's no match. But you have a kidney to offer Sloth Girl who needs one. So you could give Sloth Girl the kidney, and then you do a round robin sort of thing.
Swap them.
Yeah.
Well, once
they'll do
they're
that
on the
in your
donor
city.
list, then they get, and then if you can't use it, then they'll ask if someone else can use it, right? Anyways.
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry, whoever's
It's
trying
like
to get in, we are
transplant
full.
ranked choice voting.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know, right, Gio? It's only $2.48 a pound at Walmart.
What the hell?
I remember Mickey Mantle got a liver transplant and then he died a few months later after that.
Well, it doesn't always take. It depends on the person. It depends on like lots of things. If
So
the
if
anti-rejection
it's-
drugs work. I mean, ask Ben. That's all I know. I'm done. That's all I-
Did you say
So
Mickey
if it's
Mantle?
sitting like in the deli counter or whatever, frozen like that, it really should be called deader.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I'm just thinking that the technology at the time that he would have got
come
that
on, Dave.
transplant nowhere
Come
near
on,
as
Dave.
now.
Thank you. I'm gonna say.
So I want to ask the people on this side of the room. Do we have like a
That was
time where
good.
we can
Which
schedule like a planning meeting maybe?
We need
For,
a
like, a
planning
stream?
meeting. We do need a planning meeting. Absolutely. We could do it on like Discord or something so everybody can talk.
Yes.
You can have as many people in as you want.
I find Discord very confusing, so someone's going to help me out with that.
All you have to do is go to the person, like let's say we use Ben's channel for it, and go into the live
You're on the
chat
Twitter,
and click
right?
on it and hit allow for your mic and stuff.
But that's not the part that confuses me. I'll be sitting there like chatting with some people, and all of a sudden everything's binging and banging and bonging, and I don't know where the frick it's coming from.
Oh,
And
it's because
there's
people
all
are
these
entering the
notifications.
room.
Well, but it's not just that, apparently. Apparently, it's like completely other groups that have nothing to do with the one I'm in are having notifications. But I don't know where it's coming from. It's like
she's got all of her notifications
it's also
on for
like
all of the servers
Yeah.
that she's ever joined.
It's
That's the
like-
problem.
it's a little chaotic. And
I like Doorknob Head. Doorknob Head is a great idea here. Doorknob Head suggests planning a meeting to plan a planning meeting.
Kate, go on your phone and
I
go
like it.
into your app for Discord on your phone in the
I don't
settings
use it on
and
my
shut
phone.
off the notifications.
I've never used Discord on my phone.
Or on your
Diana, I
computer.
usually
Just
hang
go
out in your
in
stream
and
on Sunday.
Don't
but
allow
do we-
notifications and it won't bing
what's-
anymore.
What's your other day that
But
you stream?
then what if there's notifications I want?
My other streaming day is Tuesday.
You can right click on each of the servers
Tomorrow.
and choose to turn
Yeah,
off the
Tuesday at
notification
7
on each
p.m.
of the servers that you want.
Yeah.
See, it really would
I'll
help to
have
have
to
like a
skip out
manual or a
on
tutorial
killing
or some shit.
zombies, but I can come hang out in the chat to plan a planning meeting.
We
Yeah,
need to find the
Dial
planning-
Corostu.
Okay. Who wants to use whose Discord?
We can use mine.
Or
I haven't used my Discord in so long
Unless-
that I forget how to do it.
Diana, do you have what do you have? How many people can you have at once?
What, in my stream?
Yeah.
Discord.
Something's happening with the
No,
audio.
StreamYards,
I can have
YouTube, whatever.
I
Zoom,
think
whatever you
that Google Meet will, I think it's pretty much unlimited. The problem is everybody's stepping on each other.
Well, but Google Meets has a hand raising thing, right?
No.
Okay, so this is what
You're
you
thinking
look at
about
this.
Zoom.
Check this out. Dick showed me
Yeah,
something.
that is Zoom.
I'm going to tell everybody. This is really cool. So you go to what's it called? I'll find out the name of it again. I have it on an extension somewhere on it. So you go on to that and you click and you add an extension onto your Chrome browser, and it gives you little hands at the top, and people can raise their hands, and it shows it at the bottom left part of the screen. It's free. So I have to find out. Hold on.
No, I'll have to look at it.
HS.
Look for
Let
it.
me look at
You
what my
can create
extensions are.
order in every
I'll tell you the
single
name of it.
platform. You
Yeah.
just have to have rules.
In Discord, you can have the stage feature on, and then you have one person on stage, and they can invite other people up on the stage, and those are the only people that can talk.
Jeff was really good at maintaining order in the old
Here you
in the
go.
old movie night, but even we managed to step on each other back then.
Here you go. And this is specifically for Google Meet. I'll put it in the private chat, Diana. Grab that, and then on your streams, you can use this. And it'll show on your screens. Just put that in the... Here. I guess I can get you the actual link to it.
Hand signals for Google Meet.
Yeah. So you just put that in Google like as a search, and it comes up and it has a little turquoise looking icon with a hand like this. Well, the other way. Like the hand like this. And that's hand signals for Google Meet. And everybody that downloads it will be able to see everybody else using it.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's one of those things where everybody has to use it, or
Well,
people
it doesn't
are
have it,
out,
just
right?
can't see it and can't use it. But everybody that has it will see the other person's hand raised. So it kind of replaces that, hand raising thing. That,
Okay.
yeah.
For people who are icon only, it'll be nice.
Well, see, that's the point. Is a lot of people stay icon and they can't and that is the whole point.
Yeah.
And Dick uses it on the shills now. He had me download it for them because the other one's down on the bottom right, and you're looking at the screen and you just don't see it. This one puts it on the bottom left of your panel screen, so it's you can't miss it. So yeah, it's good shit. Everybody try that out.
Are we going to conspire to take over the world? What's this meeting?
We're conspiring to get Diana a kidney.
Yes, we're gonna take over the world with Diana's kidney. That's what
You know, the interesting thing I learned.
I'll even take your help on it, Holy Spackle.
Oh yeah, the thing I learned was that when you receive a transplanted kidney, they just add it to the contents of your abdomen. They don't take anything out. So you've got 3 kidneys now.
Yep.
And then some people need another kidney later because, okay, that transplanted kidney has a limited lifetime. It doesn't last forever. So if you're rather
they don't
young,
take one out and put one in.
right?
No, they leave the other one.
They leave the other stuff in there. So
wild.
when you get that first transplant, now you've got 3 kidneys. When you get a transplant after that, now you've got 4. And
It sounds very lumpy.
Yeah, it is really.
Don't fuck with me. You see that?
Okay, maybe
That's my 4th kidney.
Well, you don't notice it because one of them's in your pelvis.
Yeah, and then one of
So
the
it's in your
interesting.
pelvis.
They tell me that one of the interesting things about transplant surgery is the surgeon moving shit around to try to find a place to put the new organ. It's great.
Oh shit.
Okay, tell me if I'm weird or not, but when I got my gallbladder out 2 years ago, I felt like something was shifting over there. Like I felt
Well,
for
it's
the
a
first
blank
time
spot.
I'm noticing my organs, which I don't unless I'm in a horrible pelvic exam where I'm like, oh my god, please don't talk. We don't need to talk about what I have down there.
Well, you know,
Oh,
I
man.
know how you feel, Savage, and I'll tell you how. When they
That was
removed-
Spackle.
Oh, Spackle, sorry. When
We're someone to like.
when they removed my kidney, they pulled everything out and scraped the infection off of my organ, like they pulled my guts out of me.
Yeah, it's
They put
laid them on the
everything
table
back
next to
in,
you.
and I felt like shit.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like someone had just like put a blender in my stomach, in my
Yep.
abdomen.
Like somebody
Yeah.
just pulled out all your
Sick.
organs.
It was
and cleaned
gross.
them.
Like I was constantly like, I'm gonna puke. Oh god, I'm gonna puke. Like for like 3 weeks. It's just I just wanted to puke all the time. Sleep and puke.
Now, what's really interesting about that sort of thing, you know, Spackle, you say you could feel all your organs and everything else, and you know, you're noticing your organs down there. And the other people in the room, I'm assuming, they could also notice your organs because in a quiet room, they start hearing da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da, da-da-da, bum, bum.
I'm gonna kick Diana, I swear to God.
That was a joke that Bionic Dance would have made.
It is not. My jokes are
Totally a
quality.
cake joke. Huh?
It is not. No.
That's the real
absolutely
joke,
not.
Bionic Dancer. Your
That was
jokes
a
are
cake
quality.
You know, when I was a kid, I used to watch a lot of retro Disney movies, and one of the retro Disney movies was 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and he plays that actually, so I can dig it.
Oh my,
But
oh
the thing
my.
is, I actually can feel like if I haven't had anything to drink for a while, the first sip of whatever it is, I can totally feel it hit bottom.
Well, okay.
All
Yeah.
the way down.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
Have you ever watched that guy that keeps swallowing things and then bringing them back up? And
That
he'll like
doesn't sound
swallow
like
4
something I
or
wanna
5
watch.
different things, and then
Not
say
bad.
which one do you want back, and then he'll bring that one back up.
Thunder
Like
attack.
he'll swallow a light bulb and a whole bunch of different coins and stuff like
Wait a
that.
minute, look at that pretty
And you
kitty
could
there.
say, "Bring me back the coin that you put an X on," and he'll bring that coin up.
Kitty
Aw.
cat. Hi.
He looks like mine, but with white.
He's the kitty.
It's my little Xander.
Oh,
Hey,
I
there's
got a
kitties on
kitty
the
like
screen.
that, but no white. He's all orange.
It's a putty
Is
cat.
you is the kitty. Is you is the cat.
He's right up
Yes, you
there
is
by my
the
pillow.
kitty. And you is not fat.
Hey,
I don't
Jess,
know.
And you is not fat? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
that's what I said.
You should
Hey,
see
Jess,
my
I
other
featured you
cat.
in
She's
a-
got the like fat apron going on and all that. You know.
Holy Spackle, I featured you in a trivia question on Friday.
Oh Lord, what was it? I want to know.
Well, I did all community trivia, so it was all based on streamers. So Ollie, man, I had a couple questions about you.
Like,
Let me-
who's
let me-
full Matt Pig Scotsman?
Or was the answer
No.
Shanny?
Well, no, the
Oh,
question
God.
was, which of these streamers has had a less than friendly relationship with Shandy for Christ?
Oh.
I was like, as soon as I got done reading, I was like, holy smackle. I got like 28, like the top is what, 30,000?
I love
had,
fighting
like,
with the
28,
Christian
9,
version of
19 on that
Ursula.
one.
Bionic
Were
Dan
all
had
of
a
my
question about you
questions
too. You had a question
Oh?
as well.
Was it
were all of
flattering?
my questions pot related?
No, all I meant, your question was about disc golf.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense too.
What's
I
all
take it by your silence. It was in no way
Oh no,
flattering.
no, it was a flattering question.
Oh, okay.
No, it was about which of these streamers is known for animation.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
That's a good one.
Yep.
I know
And
I
I
was
got that one
featured
right,
as an
too.
answer, but was I actually a question's actual answer?
No, you are not a question.
Okay. That's fine with me.
I don't think
He
I
put a
was an
question in
answer
there
either,
about
so
me, and
it's
I was like,
I want to know. I want to go watch this. Like, I want to go watch this
It
trivia.
was fun. It was on Twitch.
Yeah, we had a good time.
I'm gonna say
How
this.
did I miss it?
I got some trivia for
When's
you.
the final?
I don't know.
Was that the final
Oh,
that was just on
Ruffle.
Friday?
Gosh, it's all right.
No, we have to schedule the final.
Okay.
final.
It's because it's
yeah.
you. It's Swede won 2 weeks, so it's only going to be 3 people in the final. So it's you,
Well-
Swede, and Catnip.
Well, honestly, I'll be honest with you. I'm thinking about giving up my spot to Phoebe, just because I fluked out to beat her altogether. I just completely guessed and beat her. Great.
Or I could,
So.
yeah, I would accept that.
Or we can just even it out and just add Phoebe anyway.
Just add Phoebe.
I
That way,
wanna
we only have 3
people.
people.
I want to
Just
just
read one
point
twice.
out. I got a trivia on this panel. One of the panelists here has G-Man's respect, and one of the panelists here has been threatened with a belt, saying he'd show up at their house. Who is respected and who gets the belt?
I don't think I'm either of those ones.
No idea.
I think I know who is respected, but I could be wrong.
Who
I
did you
think
say?
it
Yeah, I
might be
think I think I know who's respected. You
I
know
think Diana's the one who's respected.
why?
I think I've heard him say it.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
I
he
know
respects you.
Why
he
wouldn't
holds
we?
me in contempt. I know that.
I didn't think he knew who the hell I was. Really?
I think he does.
That's
I don't know. Maybe I'm
interesting.
thinking of someone else, but it was like a year or 2 ago. I was in a stream with him. I swear he mentioned your name in a respectful manner.
Huh? I am
Maybe I'm wrong.
impressed.
I mean, you know, my memory's kind of fucked, but I mean, it sounds. Anyway, what's the answer?
The answer is Bionic Dance is respected, and he wants to beat me with a belt.
I thought he held you in respect, Kate.
Okay.
Didn't like you, but respected you.
I just think he's a clown.
Well, you're right.
Who are we talking about? G-Man?
Yeah.
I just thought you guys should know.
100% sure who that is.
A little bit of trivia.
Tuesday, tomorrow, we're invading Diana's stream. There you go.
Does
That's
Neil
what's
not
gonna
have a
happen.
stream?
We decided it. And she
Okay.
didn't object, so it's decided.
Okay, Kate, brace
So
yourself.
we did the meeting of scheduling a scheduling meeting, and we have now decided to do the meeting, so we can move on.
We've
What
scheduled the scheduling meeting.
What does
Mhm.
this
Okay.
invasion
Scheduling.
entail? What do we need to bring?
Potato salad.
Yes.
Ooh,
Okay,
yeah, if
well,
you could.
let me
if you
know.
could.
What do you want to eat?
20-sided
what you bring.
dice.
I'll bring a pie for dessert.
Let me know if we
Hi,
need
Jenny. We lost you.
a fundraiser event, and I can host the World Religions Trivia event.
Daju korostu.
The mega atheist World Religions Trivia event to fundraise to get kidneys.
Move.
Sweet.
We can do that.
And
Awesome.
everybody that does any stream for that, send me the link on Twitter, and I will share it out everywhere.
Just
Okay.
give me
I
like
can
a
even-
time
I can
frame.
even
We'll
put it on
figure out
TikTok.
what we need to do to plan.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, and we need to like clarify too that it's gonna go for like housing and car rental for people who are taking care of Diana, not just like towards specifically medical bills.
Yeah.
So
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's gonna be to
Hopefully,
help
I've got
her
a
all
handle
the
on
way
the medical
around.
bills.
Right.
All of this fuss to donate a kidney when you can just go out and knife a hobo.
I know, right?
Yeah, I know.
Well, that's not the liver. You're right. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's not nice. The
That
hobo
escalated
needs
quickly.
kidney too.
You know, honestly, Diana, I would give you a kidney, but I only have one. I literally can't.
Oh, I get it. Don't worry about it. It's
because I know what it's like to have that scare. Like, I understand that. Like, we thought I was going to die. So,
I'm not worried about dying. I mean, the biggest concern I have with that is I let you people bully me into sticking around. But
Did we know? Savage or holy? Who said that?
I'm been muted. I'm eating. I'm eating Carl's Jr. I'm ashamed.
Is it Kate?
What?
Catnip?
What?
What's going on?
I don't even know what we're talking about.
I just did this.
I lost track a while back.
I do have a question though.
What?
For Ben, probably would be the one to answer it. If somebody who has donated a kidney later on needs a kidney transplant, do they put the new kidney on the side without the kidney or on the side with the kidney?
I've got questions.
It goes in your pelvis the same way that you would for another transplant.
Do women
So
have
like
enough
in the
room
middle,
in their
though,
pelvis?
you have the space.
It's just like
It
in the
goes
middle
there.
then?
It doesn't. You have to attach it. Is the issue?
Yeah.
Because when you take out a kidney,
Which side
you're
does it
not
get
leaving the
attached on?
blood vessels and everything open to use. Like you're gonna
Oh.
still put it like in the pelvis.
Okay, but I have a
Like where you
question.
put
You've
it
got
trans-
like other stuff in that area, right? Like, how is it gonna fit?
Well,
squishy.
people wear
You maneuver
corsets and it
stuff
fucks with
around,
their
but
organs too. There's a lot of room.
Are they gonna just hug each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna be besties.
Yeah, because you have to get the right connections to the ureter and to the blood vessels and stuff. And because anytime you mess
My
around,
question was
something
just which
adamant,
side.
sketchy.
I like the 8 pound 7 ounce baby Jeebus best.
Hey, caramba.
I mean, that's the tastiest version.
I prefer to pray to the baby Jesus.
No, I was doing it like Talladega Nights. not eating baby.
I'm
Jeebus.
pretty sure Jesus is grown.
That's not what I meant. Fucking Bolt. Just had to go one step too far, didn't you, buddy?
I did, yeah.
You know, I expect
kind of barbecue
nothing less
sauce?
from you, sir. Nothing.
I mean, I really want to skirt the edge.
Emu sperm.
Oh
less.
God.
It goes in your pelvis. That's
Did you
what
say
she
emu
said.
sperm?
Hashtag
Yeah.
Appalachia.
A
sex
wet
ed.
ass pussy.
HS, you missed that. You missed the emu sperm.
Yes, keep singing about wet ass pussy.
Don't make me sing the hole in the boob song.
Wop wop wop.
Oh no.
Don't look
Once
at
again,
me.
you know
I'm
what
not
kind of
doing
barbecue
anything
sauce
this
is
time.
best.
No, you're innocent of all charges. It's true.
Did you know Savage and I are mortal enemies?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Well, okay. Technically,
thought that
we're
was-
mortal
Wait.
enemies with Mathig, and like I'm a little bit annoyed at him right now anyway because he's like making me jump through 50 million hoops on this goddamn team merch. But
Oh,
yes,
God.
Listen,
I am on
Shanny.
his side with the little Scotsman.
okay, so I have to send him proof of life of Scotty
Why
so that I can
you not
get
just
more
send him
Cheesecake
the
Factory gift cards.
I thought Shani was your mortal enemy.
I just remembered I have an
I have
eclair
lots of
cake
mortal
in my
enemies.
I've been
refrigerator.
slaving away at this merch shop to try and get the money for the cheesecake gift cards. Okay.
All right, well, TikTok.
Can you at least send
TikTok,
proof
you
of
don't
life?
stop.
Yeah, I'll do that. I just right now
Please,
Scotty's
we just want to
sleeping.
know that Scotty's still alive.
Look, he just lost a little stuffing when Sally had her fun. It's fine.
Just so long as he's
What
still
on
got all
earth
of
are
his
you people
limbs.
talking about?
I
Don't
may or
worry
may
about
not
it.
have
I'm
Math
not
Pick
confused.
Scotty. Yeah, Math Pick
Oh, well, okay.
Scotty. I have it.
Is he? I thought Matt
All
Pig
hail
was.
Bob.
He's
Oh.
Irish, but he's Northern Irish. His family's from Scotland.
Oh.
His nan, who's now passed away, knitted this little Scotsman, this little stuffed Scotsman. And somehow Spackle got a hold of it and she's holding it friggin' ransom.
Look, I made friends with his ex, and she provided.
Oh, that's where you got it? That's fucking hilarious.
Now
This
he's
is a
really
mess.
upset. And I asked for all the cheesecake gift cards, and I just got one so far.
Okay, this
But
is
it's
the
his
real
man's.
tea.
Give it
This
back.
is the real tea in the atheist community. Like, I don't know
If
what
that
else
was
other
my
people are talking about. Like,
grandmother's,
this is
I'd be-
juicy shit.
If that was my grandmother's, I'd be so fucking upset.
He's like
I would.
pissed.
I would.
He's like pissed.
I mean, I kind of don't blame him. I think I would.
I
too,
mean, I get
honestly.
it.
Like, my Nana was a bitch, but it's still my family heritage. You know?
My Nana was a bitch. Soundbite that.
My Nana was a fucking bitch. She really was. Like, she loved to just pick on me and my brothers and sisters. She always talked shit about us.
You know
And
who's
the aunt, her kids, our cousins, those two, they were perfect children. One's a lawyer, one's a musician in like some kind of the metropolitan or something. I don't know.
I have a question.
But we're all fuck ups, so.
All of those
What?
sirens we've been hearing, are they all from the same mic? Or are we
Yes.
at different places with different sirens going on?
No,
I'm just
I
wondering.
live near like fire stations, police stations, and hospitals. They're back and forth all the fucking time. I don't even notice anymore. It's like ASMR at this point.
Okay. Just wondering, because that's got to be like the 5th time I've heard sirens since the stream started.
And
Well,
that's
it's a
why,
big city,
folks,
and there's a lot of idiots and assholes out there. So you're gonna hear them a lot more tonight.
Okay.
today?
that's why,
Dr.
folks,
Ben is
I
going to be doing
drive
ASMR.
35 minutes into town and 35 minutes home every day. That's why.
The leading
Say that
cause
again,
of death
HS.
amongst men under the age of 35 is stupidity.
Probably.
I don't
makes
doubt
sense.
that a bit.
I mean, I doubt that actually goes written down as the cause of death, though.
No.
No, it's
Under
actually like
what?
putting a mattress
under
on top of a
75?
minivan and holding it down, or some other stupid shit like that.
You said under 75, right?
A 30.
Men under 70.
35, under 35.
I don't know if they were under 35, but did you hear about those two guys who got bulletproof vests and decided to shoot each other and both died?
Yeah, that's
God, are
kind
you
of stupid
serious?
because that still hurts you. And if you do it at close enough range, even if it doesn't puncture you, the blunt
The
force
impact
trauma
will
will kill
Yep.
you.
I think they
Yeah.
only had movies to go by. I think that's why they were so dumb.
That scene in Kick-Ass was pretty cool.
There's some really stupid people in the world. There's...
HS, I'm definitely doing something wrong with my life because, like you just mentioned me doing ASMR. So there are people on YouTube getting like thousands of views for doing ASMR cranial nerve exams, and I
Oh.
am doing the wrong thing with my life.
Yeah.
There's that one chick on Twitch who makes how much a month just freaking licking her microphone.
Because like I can,
Oh,
I
man.
do cranial nerve exams
just
like on the
telling them about
daily
her.
anyway. Why am I
Yeah.
not doing ASMR and getting paid for it?
You don't even
I
like.
really hope that OnlyFans lets me reapply because for some reason they didn't like my license or something. I guess
You
it was
have to
blurry.
take it. My wife had like a whole issue with it. It has to be like with a like basically brand new cell phone camera. It has to be like with the regular camera on it, and it can't be like you can't send it to another device and then upload it from another device. It has They're like really
Well,
weird
you have
about it.
to apply
Yeah,
to OnlyFans.
whatever the reason was, like, because
Yeah.
I think it was B was saying last time that the videos of Xander licking my toes would make bank. Someone
Oh,
was
yeah.
saying that.
Absolutely.
I'm like, this
Oh
is
my
so
god! I
weird,
wish I
but
would have
if,
thought
like,
of this when I had
if
a
I
cat.
can make money on my cat doing what he loves to do, which is slurp my feet, by all means.
Exactly.
Look, just put a
I'm so
camera
glad I'm here for these
underneath your
conversations.
desk, pointing down to where your feet are, and while
I'm
you're
confused.
working,
I don't
just
know if I
let
am.
it go on a loop, and then stop it whenever he does it. Save it, let it go on a loop. I'm just saying.
Do ASMR weed rolling and
Just
smoking.
shut everybody up
I mean-
with that one.
Yep.
Do it.
Would you
I
guys?
used to do, that's when I started streaming. Was I did
Please tell me you
diamond
guys are-
painting. And
Please
people
tell me you
would-
guys are kidding.
I
and
didn't
you
have my
know
face
it.
I
on
was.
camera. It was just my
Okay.
hand
Oh,
filling
jeepers.
in pixel art, basically.
I was
So I'm
only kidding.
I mean, do you know him?
No,
Oh,
I was just
okay.
teasing.
No, he's actually fucking brilliant.
Wait,
I'm
who?
sure he's lovely. I'm
Don't
just
talk
teasing
about a
around.
religion thing with him. Like he'll put you under. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. He knows his shit. He's been on debates and everything. I wouldn't fuck with him.
Oh, I see what happened.
Nope.
What happened? Hi,
I got
Sylvia.
I got a bad date in here. Okay, now we're talking.
Christian Bolt is just very sarcastic. He's a really nice guy. And he didn't mean anything by it, trust me.
No, I really didn't mean anything.
He's not a
by it.
dickhead. I've hung out with him for a while. He's a good guy.
I was just messing with you, dude.
All right.
And
Tell me
nobody
if you
here's a
guys can-
bigot, so that's not a thing either. So
Well,
Tell me
I
if you
got a
guys
bit
can
of
hear
a
me.
thing about French Canadians. I don't know.
Shut up, Kate.
Let's try this ASMR weed
I think I
smoking.
missed
and let's see if
something.
you guys can hear this.
I don't have any weed.
Mathig does it all the time. He like blows smoke into his microphone while he's talking, and it's like, dude, we did not hear any of those words. Like,
Can I have a moment of silence and let's see if you can hear this?
No, it's fine, buddy. Hey, Bolt.
Sorry.
Hey, Bolt. How about an olive branch and apologize for it sounding?
Oh, absolutely.
that's right, 'cause it's fucking
sorry
off.
for, I'm sorry for speaking in a way to you that was offensive. I really wasn't trying to be. I was just teasing.
There we go. Okay, there we go.
I think some people are soft. Also, I'm not an atheist. Just
One,
saying.
one moment of silence, please.
You're anti-Shanny though, so
I guess not.
And whenever there's a moment of silence, I just play Final Jeopardy music in my head, because what else do you do?
Try to do the ASMR weed smoking. Give me a second.
Hey.
Who's beating the hell out of their keyboard?
I think I
That's a
should do
rule?
That's what they
ASMR
need.
Shanny reviews.
yes,
Alright.
do it.
ASMR Shanny what?
So Shanny has just rolled over. She's rolled over to the other side of the bed. This is a first in 2 weeks.
Oh my god.
You
I
will
would
now
pay
see
for
the
this.
Shanny in her natural
I give up.
environment.
She has a Percocet. She went shopping for another doctor. She has more Percocet. She says that the doctor says that she's never going to
Whatever.
get better.
All the Shanny drama. There's no
No.
Shanny drama with ASMR. It's just like
No, so she took a picture of her Percocet and was excited and said, I've got perk, guys!
Back
so
off.
that's
gotta
why.
do it all in ASMR.
Oh, sorry. I have perk, guys.
Don't you wish you could take snippets of that and take it to her doctor and go, look at the fuck. Look at this shit.
I'd actually be a lot more amused if someone did like a Steve Irwin voice.
Oh, man.
Doorknob head.
Oh,
You're supposed to have
crikey.
a perky set.
Yeah, right.
perky
There's
set.
not
Okay,
so
that-
perky
that's a
anymore.
Shanny,
Can
and
I
then
have
it's
perky
doormat.
set?
I don't know. I don't know if I can even fucking do an Australian accent, but
My
Let
set
me
is
just
not
say-
so perky anymore.
It's not
Let me just
Percocet,
say,
it's
Christian,
Percocet.
I love you to death, and I'm glad you came around. I haven't seen you in a while, and I'm glad you're doing well. Because I was thinking about you the other day, actually, like 3 days ago.
Perky set. I like my perky set.
It's
Did you
Last
get
time we
Percocet?
spoke to Christian
I
was the
missed my
night that
Perky set.
somebody told us that somebody had killed him or something.
Oh,
right?
not bad.
That's what I was laughing at. I said mine used to be perky, and now I have a not so perky set.
Perky set.
Hey, let me
Slightly
say, let
saggy
me just
set.
say something from a dude's point of view. Slightly saggy kind of mom boobs done right are still hot.
Well, thank
They
you.
what does done right mean in your world?
Yeah.
In other
I'm
words, they're
curious.
not like sagging all the way down to your lap, and they still have some like voluptuousness to them.
Okay.
Like
I
a
just-
t-shirt bra.
I just streamed with Drag just a few minutes ago, and I said, yeah, I met Drag in real life. He touched me. He touched me on my weenus. And he said, yes, deliberately. He like touched my, and he's like, I touched your weenus. Now you can go tell your husband. I was like, okay. And then he's like, and then Spackle attacked me with her giant boobs. And I was like, oh my God. I said, I can't help it. They're just there. Like if you do a frontal hug, if I don't Christian side hug you, you're like, this is just going to happen. I'm sorry. So that was interesting. And now I had to share that like live on stream moment with you. Live on stream. Thank you.
Talking
I
about
do
touching
that?
someone's weenus.
That's right, weenus.
Weekly estimated net usage statistics.
Purple.
Nobody else
Michael,
is
I
in
let you
friends.
touch
What
my
the fuck?
I
Okay.
almost choked on that.
You can touch my weenus any day.
Oh my god.
You came up with it so fast. That's what killed me about it. Hey, perps.
Dad, I don't think I'm old enough to be here.
Ay,
I think I
ay.
need to be sent to my room, Father.
I am pretty old. I'm 40, so, you know.
You're 40.
Okay, I should probably go.
I remember 40.
Me
I need
too.
I'm gonna need to go study because my test is on Friday. So
All right, buddy. Well, thanks for coming.
I'll see you
Good
guys.
luck.
Good to
But I
see
wanna
you,
stop
dude.
and grab
And yes, I have
Love
not
you, bro.
said this yet, but hello, Purple. Yay, yay, yay.
Hi, Purple. Thanks,
Bye, buddy.
Ben. Good to see you. Purple.
I don't
You
know
have to
how
come
Ben
to
has
our
the energy.
Planning
Howie, what?
meeting invasion tomorrow on Diana's stream. I'm gonna not go kill zombies and play video games. I'm not gonna do it. Instead, I'm gonna come invade Diana's stream.
Yeah, Purple wants to get in on this one too, right, Purple?
That's what I'm saying is we need her in on this.
Are you going to do Space Engineers?
Can we work on getting a kidney first?
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
I'm
one
so
step
mad
at
at
a
you
time,
about
it
the
won't cost me a
Scotsman.
dime.
Once
Us-
there's proof of life, then we'll talk about.
Proof is coming. Proof is coming. Right now he's sleeping in the closet.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Somebody
Uh-oh.
leaves and we end
I
up with a
trust you.
school.
I believe you.
Oh, dearie me.
Oh, it's
Here comes
not
trouble.
a school. It's an emu farmer,
Dive.
or maybe it's an emu milker.
That is more likely, ma'am.
Wait, I need to know about this emu milking.
No, you don't.
Emus are very, very dangerous.
Wait, why is
birds.
there two?
Why does it have two?
Is it two emus?
Is it two emus? Yeah. I'm with
Yeah.
Savage here. I'm confused.
I'm a farmer. I do 2 emus at the same time.
Okay.
He's a
You see
professional
me
farmer.
demonstrating.
Emus at the same time.
Neighborhood is
That
shot
did
to
not
hell,
sound right, my
kids.
friend.
That's exactly what we're getting at, B.
Now, can you really call it a milking stool anymore?
I mean, depends on what he's.
They use automatics, but there are some animals out there that have too small of teats that you can't
Minnow-
use the
Minnow's almost
electric
dead.
machines on.
Minnow almost went somewhere.
It's okay. I'm alive, guys. I'm alive.
I missed
made
it.
it.
Sorry.
I made
My
it.
internet
I'm
blinked
alive.
for a second.
Yeah, we're gonna get a kidney. We're gonna get a
Oh,
kidney.
Purple, tomorrow on Diana's stream, go on there. There's going to be a planning meeting to figure out how we can all get together and help Diana. So show up over there and get into the panel, and everybody's going to talk about it.
What I think that we're gonna do is we're gonna do maybe an 8-hour or a 12-hour stream where we can get people to sign up to do caregiver roles, chauffeur roles, or if people can't do that, if they can donate money to a fund to help pay for basically place to stay for people who are coming in from out of town. For caregiver and chauffeur, and then maybe hire cars if we need to do that if we don't have enough people with cars and stuff. So
What is the time frame you're looking at? Because obviously there needs to be.
Unknown. Unknown. This is the bad thing about it. All of this stuff has to be in place before the transplant center will even let me on the list.
Which is so much bullshit because how are people supposed to budget their time?
I know. But here's they do this because they can. Because there are so many of us who need kidneys and so few kidneys to be had.
Well,
American
the
Health.
law
They
ways
do
to
that.
do something
They
about
do that.
that. It's just they're all illegal.
They do that to cover all the bases in their ass, is what they do.
that too.
Because they can be held. I mean, there's so much shit medically that could. No, now Ben's gone. There's so much medically that can go wrong with those intense fucking crazy surgeries.
Sure.
That they have to just make sure everything's so you can't say, well, I didn't know I'd need somebody to take care of me, or I didn't know I shouldn't drive, or I didn't know I should be on bed rest. So you have the plan in place, and then they go, okay. So it's a little bit of CYA, but at the same time, it also helps the patient. So.
And I know that Ben's gone, so like I've seen every episode of Scrubs. If you have medical questions, come to me.
Okay, there you go.
Oh my God!
I'm pretty sure we could just buy a box of kittens and throw it on her.
If you need some good animation done and you have some money, go to Kate. If you have medical questions, go to a fucking doctor. If it's something really silly and minor, I might be able to answer it.
If it's something about your dog, I might be able to answer it. I used to be.
I don't have a clue.
Woof.
I don't know anything about dogs. Never took care of dogs.
So when's your meeting gonna be in the Discord?
Tomorrow.
Well, we're gonna do.
No.
We're gonna invade Diana's stream tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then we're gonna talk about it from there, whether we want to do it on Discord or if we want to do it here on YouTube. I have a 10-person StreamYards for at least for this month. So we could do it there if we wanted, but I don't know.
Let me get this off here. There we are.
Diana's got a Google Hangouts set up, so it might be easier to do it that way.
Yeah, because I think it's kind of like with the shills, they can have like 20 people on or something like that. I don't know.
And I think if I remember correctly, there's effectively no limit on Google Meet.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, you just have to make sure that you're not stepping on everybody. And everybody's not stepping on each other. Because
that's why we were talking about.
You deprived me of all of my fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we were talking about you guys downloading this, and then you can have download that extension, like put it as an extension onto your Chrome, and then it has little hand signals up in the top left corner. I'm repeating this because some people weren't here. Purple. It has hand signals up in the top left corner that you can use for any Google Meet or whatever, and it's visible. It's like on the bottom, the top and the bottom of the screen, and it shows the icons of the people, so you know who's next, and it's easier to see than the other way where it's down in that right corner and everybody misses it and stuff. So,
and then is there a way for Diana then to mute everyone and make them take turns?
I don't know that much. I've never streamed on Google Meets. I don't know what she can see.
We can also tell people to behave.
They have a way, like the admin, the host, usually has a way to make everyone shut up.
Yeah, that's true. There's usually like an all mute or something. I don't even know if that's on here or not. I have no idea.
That's what she needs. Yeah.
B, can we give you a gavel?
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm still.
It's not a gavel, but.
To be honest, I'm still learning what I can and cannot do with my platform, but I'll get there.
Divine.
So I'm not an atheist, but I'd like to support however possible. I know I've sent some people to your GoFundMe. They've offered,
thank you.
They're like, how come you don't have super chats? And I'm like, because I'm too small of a channel. Like, I'm always just hovering just below. But I said, like, in lieu of not having super chats, and I'm not somebody that I feel like creates enough to do a Patreon, here's my friend who's struggling. And although she in no way, my opinions in no way reflects hers, and blah, blah, blah. I had a bit of a big preface on there because I talk to idiots online. And not my audience member, but like Channies and G-Mans and people like that. So like I wanted to be like, there's a separation, but like there is somebody in need. And so like I've been trying to send people your way. And I know that like some people have gone over there. So like any way I can support, I'm happy to.
Well, danke schön, and stuff and things and stuff.
Well, I am an atheist, and I think you can go to hell.
Oh, jeez. Well, you know,
that escalated quickly. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it didn't though.
We live really close together. We can meet at the park or whatever and work this out. I'll challenge you to a chess game. We'll work it out.
Oh no, I meant Diana.
Oh, okay. Whew.
Oh, you said I'm not an atheist, but I want to help. I'm an atheist, and you can go to hell. Never mind. I didn't mean you.
Oh,
I meant Diana.
well, that's so much better then. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, you.
Also,
then
she's
Mr.
an atheist,
is
but she
over
really
here.
didn't
It
mean
was supposed
anybody.
to be irony. What can I say?
Right.
Is there this
It was a dad joke.
You know, you
I don't know,
guys
but
are the
Russians
reason
happening.
I smoke pot every day.
I believe it.
And when you guys aren't around, I'm the reason I smoke pot every day.
Damn it.
I don't know what
lost
the
somebody.
reason
Who we
is.
lose?
I just smoke pot every day.
Commander.
Yeah, is there really a good reason not to smoke pot?
I can't think of one right now, besides some people are intolerant to it.
When I was in like drug court and I had to like piss in a cup all the time, and like I would like get locked up if I like pissed dirty, then there was a good reason.
Why is it when I heard drug court, I just pictured din, 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 like that music from that show? I can't remember.
Dun, 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 dun.
Holy Spackle, what is your religion?
Yeah.
That's Law and Order.
I was an evangelical Christian, I guess, for like the majority of my life. And at one point, I was a Baptist and a Calvinist, and then I moved from that to more progressive Christianity, Methodist and stuff like that. I'd say right now I'm a deist that emotionally wants to be a progressive Christian, but cognitively is a deist, I guess, would be where I'm at, like very honestly. But
Okay.
I was a Christian for most of my life, so much so that I worked in church for 15 years. So yeah, I like when people go, "Oh, you didn't believe it. You weren't truly like." I was pretty gung ho, like really gung ho.
Well, there you go. There's your answer.
Move. Move.
Dun 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 dun. dun. People's Court, almost like People's Court.
It's not. It's Law and
It's
Order.
Law and Order.
Really?
Yeah.
Because my
And
first
then
thought
when
was
he said
Night
it, I was
Court.
like.
My first thought was Night Court, you know, with the Harry Anderson and the bowl, and you know, that one.
It was nothing like any of those. But
I was thinking of Law and Order. I think.
The Night Court one, it wasn't like that though.
Yeah, I think everybody was thinking of Law and Order. Divine,
Yeah.
you are always welcome to
Besides
come
you
on
two.
any of my open mics and talk about anything you want. So when you're
I've
ready,
actually
let me know,
never seen Law and Order.
and I will send you a link.
Okay.
Or a bunch of them in a row until you accept one. That's what I usually do.
I mean, it's how I ended up here.
Oh,
That's right. That's right. I just just so everybody knows, if I throw you a link and you don't want to come in, you don't have to like tell me. I don't care. I'm just always gonna invite the people that I care about. So
I love it. I'm
I
like
know will come on
Eeyore,
stream.
and I love that like you treat me like the way that Pooh Bear treats Eeyore, where like he never like stops inviting him, he never like puts him down
That's
or like
right.
makes him feel bad for like not coming along.
But
He's
you're
always
not like
just,
Eeyore anyway, so I don't see the correlation.
Do you lose your tail? Do we need to tack it back on?
I
I
have
am just
clinical
what I'm asking.
depression. I mean,
Wait, you have what? Depression?
Almost everybody here
Not
does.
depression. Like
But you're
I
not
thought everybody
right
did.
in.
That's
Zach,
the
you're
club.
laughing.
We're all in that club.
I mean, you don't have Eeyore's hangdog
Right in.
expression and all of that, you know?
you guys don't see me IRL.
I can be Eeyore-ish. I'm gonna be frank. I can be
All right, this
Eeyore-ish.
is me
Wait a minute,
on.
wait a
What are
minute.
you talking about?
Exactly, Volt.
Kate has never seen Law and Order? Nope.
What?
Not on my watch.
Did you just kick
It's
her?
Law and Order show.
I didn't know you could watch television on your watch.
Dun dun.
Oh, you actually
You know,
can
my
these days,
sister-in-law
I'm sure.
can. She's got one of
You
those
can do almost everything on the watch.
Apple
these
Watch thingies. Yeah.
days. Ridiculous.
I thought
And
everybody
someone-
here had
someone
depression. I
had,
thought
like,
it was
Look,
a
I can watch
requirement.
on my watch, you know, like that, where they strap their phone to their wrist
Yeah.
and they were watching TV.
No, it's like it's about
Thanks for noticing me.
that big. Uh,
We love you.
yeah, I
Eeyore.
think like so many YouTubers, Spackle. Like there's so many that like, or it's like we have some type of like social anxiety, so like we can't really deal with like people that are like here in actual person, like in our actual vicinity. But like right now, I can talk to like 9 of y'all. but I'm really just sitting in a room with a camera and a
So
computer.
I have some social anxiety. So like if you say, "Hey, Deidre, do you want to come to a house party of 30 people that you don't know?" I'd be like, but if you said, "Hey, there's 2 of us are grabbing coffee," I'll probably be like, "Okay, cool." So like
You're
for
an
me, it's very
introvert.
limited. So I don't think I'm an introvert. I think I'm an omnivert actually that has introvert tendencies. I
Well,
don't know.
introverts can usually deal with like a handful of people or less. It's also, I've heard people relate it more to like, are you more of like an intuitive, like an intensive learner? Sorry, an intensive learner or an extensive learner? So like, do you want to like learn all about like all the different aspects of a topic, or do you want to like learn really like specific information about like this one topic and then like maybe move on to something else?
I am so all over the place with that. I'm like, I want to learn all the things, and it's like a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
So maybe you are an omnivert. Interesting.
I find I'm more likely to cancel whether I go to an event or not, based on whether like how far away it is more likely that I'll cancel. Like how easy is it to get there?
You know, Grey Wolf, I find that anxiety for me is so much more crippling than depression. Depression is like pretty awful, and you kind of just power
Anxiety
through.
will
But
literally
anxiety,
lock your body up. You can't move, and you think you're having a heart attack.
yeah,
And it's
I
fucking
can't tell you how many
and
times.
you can't even. I was sitting on the toilet first time I ever had an anxiety attack. I was taking a shit.
Did you think that you're having an Elvis Presley moment?
Yes.
Yeah.
And my phone was sitting on the counter next to me, and I could see it, but I couldn't fucking move to even call 911. And I was in there so long that my girlfriend came and knocked on the door. She was like, because she knows I shit quick. I don't play around. If I'm in there 5 minutes, it's a long time.
She about ready to bust down the door.
20 minutes, and she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like,
"No."
Hey, yes.
Yeah, words don't come. Yep.
There's no words. I couldn't fucking speak right. And she was trying to figure out how to get the fucking door open. And I'm just sitting there like, I just couldn't fucking move. It was the scariest fucking thing in my life.
Yeah.
Besides literally almost dying 3 times.
Combine that with like post-traumatic stress disorder.
Oh,
where
honey,
you're
got
reliving
it.
Stuff.
Got it. That's where my anxiety came from.
Got some
Yep.
pretty interesting video of my seizures.
PTSD, ADHD, anxiety, depression.
I remember a while ago you had uploaded some of your video of when you had your seizures, and I was like really worried for you at the time. I know that like I
Yeah,
was like a
it's
nobody
crazy
observer.
shit.
Yeah.
It was not actually quite as scary for me as it seemed to be for everyone watching, which I think is kind of funny, but also kind of weird. I don't know.
Yeah, but then there was the time you told me about where people were looking, what the hell is that? The backpack incident.
Oh, right. Yeah, that. For those who don't know, like when I was still having the seizures, they weren't, fall down and twitching and foaming every time, especially once I found what the triggers were. But I would still have absence seizures where I just really didn't know where the hell I was or what I was doing. And I was in Seattle at the time, and I was on the light rail when one of these episodes happened. And I started walking up and down the light rail car looking for a backpack I hadn't brought with me. And I realized later when I got home and was actually clear-headed that I was the crazy person on the bus for once. Every time you see someone who's going fucking nuts on a bus, they're not necessarily genuinely insane. They might be in distress. But yeah, so it was pretty disorienting. Sometimes it was actually kind of fun, though, in retrospect, because you hear stories, usually fiction, about people who were like kidnapped, blindfolded, and dumped in a city they've never been to before and told to find their way home. It would feel like that for about 10-15 minutes.
I'm being distracted by this puppy that's just making out with Bolt here.
I know, right?
Awesome dog.
And a child.
Yes, the humans have young.
Tiny humans.
Yeah.
Spawn.
This is Princess Wigglebottom Vanderbark III.
Oh, Princess Wigglebottom what?
Vanderbark III?
Vanderbark the Third. That's great.
Royalty
Is that
has
anything
graced
like
us.
Princess Angelina Contessa Louisa Francesca Banana Fana Bobesca III?
Something like that, yes.
Kind of,
But
but a little
Your Majesty
cuter.
for short.
Your Majesty.
I used to have a cat named Princess Penelope Sidebottom Niermeyer.
Divine, that link is for you. So Stool came out and I gave it to Divine. So
Stool came out.
Well, he fell out of the panel, and then he
I
came back,
thought
and I booted him. So he might be a little mad at me. No, I kicked you because I was trying to get Divine in here, and if you're in the basement, I can't get anybody else in. So that's why
Divine was
side
dead.
chat. Sorry.
Oh no, that's the actor. Never mind. Different Divine.
Oh, B. I
No.
noticed something about a lot of the people you had on your stream, Purple and you. A lot of people, like I have post-traumatic stress disorder, ADHD, and my therapist said she thinks that I'm on the spectrum, but there would be need testing, and like Purple and a lot of the other panelists have mentioned the exact same things.
The testing
Yeah,
is
my
not as
brother-
bad as it used to be.
My
I had
brother-
it done recently.
Oh,
really?
back in the 90s, I was diagnosed with ADHD, and I don't trust that diagnosis anymore.
Yeah, I was
Well,
evaluated in 2020.
I'm going to tell you, my brother, not the one you guys know, a different brother, he was diagnosed with autism like 2.5 years ago. And he is 6 years older than me. So he was like 53, 54 when he found out. So, yeah. Sometimes you find out very late in life that you have things it was always like that. It's like my ADD. I didn't know I was ADD until people started talking about it. And I was like, fuck, I fit the description of all that. And then they gave me ADD meds, and that's why I'm so chill right now. Versus the beginning of the stream where I had just taken my medicine. Now I don't give a
Here's
fuck.
why I'm so
You
chill,
guys can
right?
talk about whatever you want now.
That's true. My most recent therapist now is looking at me going, I think you have all these great stories and I think you have a great mind, but I think you might have ADHD. And I was like, maybe, I don't know. Have you been tested? Oh,
What's
Yeah.
involved in getting an autism test? Because I'm fairly convinced I'm on the spectrum, but I want it official.
Well, they tie you to a table and irradiate you.
Okay, unless
You are
it
full of
irradiating me
lies.
gets
You
me
are full of
superpowers, fuck off.
lies.
My
But no,
favorite
really,
ADD
I am
diagnostic
curious though,
question.
because I have genuinely thought about seeking a test to see what's up with Monogin, and I don't really know what's involved, and I'm very curious. So if anyone's been tested for autism, please describe.
So you talk to your doc, and your doc is going to ask you some questions. It's just your regular doc to start off with. Then my doc
do you smoke?
gave me a questionnaire thingy that was like it was annoying and fucking long and frustrating, but I could do it at home. I didn't have to like do it in the fucking office or anything. I did sit down, do it all in one session. It was fine. Then they sent it off and then gave me like a thing that they scored it. And the score came back that like it does indeed need evaluation, which I think it's like basically filtering out everybody who's like, you're definitely not autistic.
Right.
And then from there, I had basically like a Zoom meeting with a psychiatrist.
I mean, that's the thing is like I did take all of the online quizzes and tests, and I'm like, okay, this is the equivalent of did my own research that people are doing now. But it gave me enough to suspect enough to want to find the truth, you know?
And so they'll probably go ahead and put you on where you get a one-on-one evaluation basically over Zoom.
It sounds like a lengthy process, but thank you. I might give it a whirl.
Yes,
it is lengthy, but it's
that
not.
was one of my favorite questions as well.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Do you feel like you're a better driver when you're speeding? It's an ADHD question.
Yes, it is.
I drive better when I drive a manual transmission. I've noticed that. My
Oh, yeah, me
friends have
too.
actually pointed it out to me. Yeah.
Because you have something to do with your hand.
Yep.
I drive like seriously by the book anal, like you wouldn't believe. I always signal. I always check both ways multiple times before I do right on red. I mean, but the thing is, like I'm pretty sure for my parents, and again, this isn't diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure for my parents, I have some PTSD going on, and boy, oh boy, hypervigilance. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
So
that question doesn't work for me either because like I'm terrified of driving. Like I drive, but I don't drive on the freeway. I know I'm like terrible. And I have anxiety attacks from driving, but I also am in a big city, so I don't know if that test would hold true.
There's
when
You
they
told me that
have
the other
those
day, and I-
questions on the psychological tests, some of those questions I couldn't actually answer. Like some of them check if you're jaded, but if you're not jaded in a certain way, to the world can't exactly answer it. And they're made, a lot of those tests are made for like soldiers to check for PTSD. I'm sorry if I'm just rambling.
Oh, I just think that's such a vague question. Like,
I mean, they ask you, do you think everyone's just out to milk the system, or everyone's this, or everyone's that? Those questions are designed to check if you're jaded against the world, which would end having negative view of the world or suspicions. They just use those as clues. Like, when I did a test, this wasn't for autism. This was just a psychological. I knew enough where my shrink actually asked me why I answered it, because he said that he knew I was smart enough to be able to gain the test.
So when you talk about a question like that, I mean, were all the answers absolutes? Because, if I could say not everybody, but way too many of them, that would be a truthful answer for me. But if I was just left with, is everybody against the system or whatever, yes, no, I'd be looking at those going, I can't truthfully,
you can't.
like,
It was an absolute. They were asking absolute questions.
A lot of
I
those
would feel
nowadays
so
they'll do like
uncomfortable with that.
strongly agree, strongly disagree, and then like a little bit of a range in between.
You got the neutral and
I would really need that to answer that question truthfully.
Yeah.
And
all
always
or nothing
remember-
thinking questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always remember, just because you're paranoid does not mean that everybody's
Oh,
not.
that
I feel
look,
like
it's so old
2020
it's being
was,
denied
like,
Social Security.
really hard for a lot of people who like had a paranoia about like who had like germ phobia and that type of issues like before 2020, and then like
and then it comes true, right?
And then the panini hit, exactly, and it's like what? Yeah, like.
Well, that's one of the things I talked about my therapist with, and not to get too detailed, but it's like, what happens when your fears are realized? Like, they really do happen. Then what? Like, it's a whole different thing.
Exactly.
Real talk.
Yeah, I have to admit, like, I've been
How do you get
trying
past
really
it,
hard not to be a broken record about my fucking parents, because we've had a bit of a falling out in the last couple of months, and but every now and then I just feel like I gotta vent, like a lot of people. I've noticed some of my friends just are their pain, that's all they are. They don't have any. It's become like their entire personality, and I don't want to be one of those. There's more to me than just my conflict with my parents.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's one of the things is I don't want to piss anyone off if I can help it. I'm not very good at it sometimes.
Shut up, Clarion.
Yeah. But I mean, if I do start being a broken record about some of the bullshit in my life and none of the positives or anything, or my interests, I would feel bad about myself. And so when I want to bitch, I go through so many self-checks. How long has it been? Was it exactly the same topic last time? Did you get a lot of replies last time? Is it just going to be a rehash? And all of these steps to see whether or not I can justify it and think I reasonably won't lose friends by talking about it again. That's kind of fucked up.
I agree.
Oh, I didn't see you come on panel, Purple. Sorry about that.
I think it's hard to find safe relationships like that. Like you want to like encourage your friends, and your friends want to encourage you to, you know, be your best self, right? But there is also like this desire for vulnerability in really close relationships after, you know, like you've built up a rapport and a friendship and there's give and take, right? But like with vulnerability comes this huge risk. And like not only of betrayal, curse you, but also like, you know, like yeah, you don't want to be too heavy and get dropped, right? Like it's tough to navigate that.
Yeah, but I mean, that was one of the, like, I was talking about hypervigilance. Part of PTSD is just being so aware of whether or not you're affecting people negatively. Doesn't mean you can control it, but you see it happening, you know. And I've been doing my best to prevent it, but it's hard.
That's why I got put on fucking medication, because I couldn't fucking do it anymore. The random outbursts I had that were totally uncontrollable were just fucking, I just couldn't do it anymore.
Unfortunately,
it was fucking up my life. It was fucking up friendships.
Yeah, and unfortunately, sometimes all you can do is leave the room.
Yeah, some people won't let you do that.
Yeah. Oh, I get that. I get that entirely. And where you're saying it's very difficult to control or to remedy or whatever it is. I definitely get that. And I'm sure I'm the same way in many cases. I
used to tell people I was a fucking dickhead. You guys wouldn't have liked me. But it was not anything in my...
Who says I like you now?
Been waiting to do it. Been waiting to do it.
When I was in Michigan, I had the therapist tell me I wasn't actually depressed. I was just too self-aware of being in a mentally unhealthy situation.
I guess there is that. Yeah, there is, really.
Where you are in your home life and where you are in your work life, and if you have a good balance and you're happy in both of those, is the only way to keep you from fucking losing your mind. Because if one of them's bad, everything's bad. And we spend all of our time with home, with ourselves, by ourselves, or with someone, or
What's
at
my
work.
problem?
Thank you, B. You've convinced me to get another job.
What?
In a nutshell.
What's my problem though? I have like a lovely work-life balance. I have a lovely mom and a lovely wife and a job that is fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. It really is. It's
I
way
hate
better
you.
than previous. I know. I'm fucking.
But do you
lucky
realize
as
that
fuck,
now
and I
you have narrowed down the problems though?
But like, I still think about like driving my truck off the bridge every time I like go into the next county.
Yeah, see, but then you have narrowed down your problems.
I love you. Don't.
If you have a good home life and you have a good work life and you love your family, it's not those three things. That's good.
It's more with the balance of self, really. That's what it comes down to.
Oh,
I mean, you can have
absolutely.
everything good in the world, but if you're not good within yourself, you're still going to have the same shit. At least that's what I discovered for the last couple of weeks.
Let me tell you how much I agree with that. Hold on. Let me tell you how much I agree with that. Until I got to the point in my life where the stuff I didn't like about myself, I pushed away. The things I loved about myself, I embraced and told myself, hey, you know what? You're a good person, and I love to learn to like really love myself. Until I got to that, I was fucking miserable. I was depressed all the time.
Go through that.
I had anxiety all the time. I started taking control of things. I told my anxiety to fuck off. And every so often it'll try to rear its head, and I tell it to. I literally go, fuck off. You're not going to fucking ruin my day. That's how I beat it.
You know what I have to do with anxiety? I have to go like look for something red, grounding exercise, grounding, look for something red.
Say that again, Savage.
I was gonna say I used to weigh over 200 pounds. I can't do the math in my head right now because I never wanted to do the math. I weighed 16 stone when I finally said, okay, whatever.
You use stone?
I did at that point in my life because I literally did not want to know what the number was. like to relate it to.
I have
pounds.
never met an American that says stone.
Well,
you're amazing.
You can't say that anymore.
It's really
You can't
fun.
say that
I
anymore.
must be misremembering because that's a lot.
224 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how much I am right now. Actually, I am overweight. Yes, that's how much I am.
What's
And
really fun is that my bathroom scale will measure in stone.
That's
Really?
I set
Yeah,
mine.
it does
to measure it.
pounds, kilos, and stone.
I need to
Oh,
do that. I
haven't
need to
seen
set
that
mine
one.
in stone.
I set it in stone. I got to a point where I was like, you know what? Like I just was like, I'm just gonna be like a fat person for the rest of my life, and I'm just gonna like love this fat body that I'm in, because I realized that I had gotten to a point where it's like everything that I've been through in my entire life, like my body has not shit out on me yet. You know what I mean? And like I had to get to a place where I like legit loved my body, to where like then I actually like wanted to like take care of it and like put like good nutrition into
Yes,
it. But it was like
but that goes. That's not
wait.
just your body. That's everything. Real quick.
But what I'm saying is, I think that I have a chemical imbalance in my brain,
Whoa,
and I just need to take
Everybody
that.
stop. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. I'm trying to tell Commander goodbye, and everybody just keeps talking. Commander, thanks for coming.
Goodbye. Oh,
All right,
goodbye,
have a good
Commander.
night.
Take care, Commander.
So I know
Anyways,
what actually there was a problem at the beginning of that story, is that you like you said it yourself, you set it in stone. So it wasn't going to change, was it? Set it in stone.
But I would
one of my
I would
favorite
like
people.
to see
No. I'm just kidding.
I would like
One
to
of my
see some
favorites. Okay,
real
always laugh.
research done. You know, all the stuff that they chalk up to people being overweight, I think a lot of it isn't necessarily people's weight, as the pressure they put on it and people yo-yo dieting fucking up their system. Because
bottom
I've
line-
known people who were 300 pounds and were comfortable with it and didn't have any of the health problems they were expected to have.
Yeah, because well, that's all about genes.
Well,
if you have
it
good genes,
depends.
your body can fucking handle it. When I was at 229 pounds and barely over 5'6", and I was fucking huge, I was literally 62 pounds heavier than I am right now.
Yeah.
So I had like
But
a small child attached to me at all times. Yeah,
I think a lot of it is, you know, the people
But
who are
it didn't
comfortable.
affect my health.
Yeah.
Some people have good genes. Some people are just fucking. I'm lucky. I fucking.
How
know.
old were you?
I think
How
it's
old were
not
you
just
back then?
genes, though.
I just lost that weight. I hit 229 in 2013. No.
13, 14.
Hold on.
10.
2008, and then I lost a bunch of weight. I lost like 50 pounds, and then I gained half of it back, and then I recently, in the last 4 years, dropped that extra 50 pounds that I had.
Okay, so you dropped pretty late, actually, right?
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I'm
In
50,
your 40s.
and I just, and I'm still steadily losing a little bit of weight because I'm going to the
I
gym.
don't
and
think
eating
it's all
healthier
just
and-
genetics, though. I think it's more a matter of somebody who's just maintained a stable weight, you know, that for 10, 20 years, the weight has remained the same, even if they're, you know, on the scale as being clinically obese.
Well,
Well,
that
it
height
also
matters
depends
too.
on how they
constant
lost
that
the
they
weight.
don't develop a lot of the problems.
But
Well,
that
but-
also
but
depends on
part
how
of
they
that is
lost the
just-
weight. Did they do a drastic diet and lose it horribly and then gain it back eating a bunch of junk food? Or was
Well,
it like a slow,
but-
steady...
And that's what I
thing
think
to
is
not
causing
being
most of the
active in
health
their life?
problems.
B, I
It's-
think that's
I
what you're
think
saying,
most
though.
people in these studies that, you know, they claim have all the health problems, most of them are the ones who've done the yo-yo dieting that, yeah, they'll lose 20 or 30 pounds really fast and then they'll gain it back and have to lose it again and gain it back. And I think that's really what causes most of the damage.
I just want to say
Well,
I don't
the part of the
participate in
problem with that,
yo-yos.
though, part of
but-
the
I've done that
problem
for
with
the
that,
last
though, is
14
the,
years, though, Purple, and it doesn't. And I'm perfectly fucking healthy.
well, but
I
also
think
part
it
of
just depends on the person, how they're losing the weight, what they're doing. Are they doing some shit diet that's fucking up? I mean, yeah, shit diets can fuck up your body. What I did was I smoked more pot, and then everything I consumed, I burned through it like that. It didn't sit. And that's how I lost weight.
I just quit eating
And
sugar.
I'm,
like
I'm
cold
noticing
turkey.
that affects
It's
my
terrible.
own darn self. But I think part of it also is just a self-esteem issue. You know, it's like
absolutely.
a lot of the time people just want to look a certain way, and it can be really hard to achieve with what they got under the hood. You know,
Right.
and the thing is, though, the remedy always seems to be, oh, just like what you don't like about yourself. And I'm like, fuck that. I'll never like like if someone could come up with some sort of retrogenetic therapy that could do something about this hair, right? It'd be nice. So, I mean, I'm just saying is I get why the self-esteem issue is a problem, but by the same token, I can't help but empathize with people who really don't like what they were given at birth. Seriously, you have no idea how much trouble this fucking hair is.
So
well, then
I
you
was
understand. Then part of you partly understand why I'm trans.
I guess
That's what I was just saying. Thinking to myself, it's like I think there's
you want hair like me.
three
I want a
people
fucking
in the
penis
room right now.
and no boobs. It's the same thing. We're not all. We're most of us are not happy with something that we were born with. Bottom line, most of us aren't. Whether it's bad genes or whether it's diabetes that's handed down or a heart condition or nerve issues and fibromyalgia and MS and every fucking thing else. Go ahead, Holy Spackle.
Sorry. I was trying to figure out which direction you were. I was like, I'm not very good at that. So as somebody that's overweight, I'm glad that my doctor's telling me I'm overweight and not saying get down with your bad self, because you know what? I do have high blood pressure. Now I'm not like the worst high blood pressure, but I'm hypertensive. And I'm not
done about that.
I'm not diabetic, right? So that's good. Like I don't have that going on. But I can tell you this, I can't fucking hike like I used to. I am out of breath constantly. Kitty. There's things that I can't do that I once was able to do, and it's this fucking weight. Because I used to be skinny, and I remember how I felt thin, and now I know how I feel now.
I had no idea.
So I've seen the difference.
My weight, I'm at 160. I average about 168, 169 right now. Because as I'm losing fat, I'm also gaining muscle. So I'm kind of staying at that steady right now. But my normal before I ever gained any weight, like my heavy normal was 145.
Okay.
So I'm still like 25 pounds over that. So this middle shit got to go.
Yeah, I used to be really
I didn't
thin.
realize how good I felt back then. I didn't realize how good I looked back then. I had no fucking idea.
You don't realize
I didn't know that people were hitting on me. I just thought people were being nice.
You know what I do
'cause nobody
sometimes?
wanted me. I had no fucking idea. Oh my God.
You know what I do sometimes is I have a weighted blanket because I'm a sleepwalker, and the weighted blanket helps keep me from. It doesn't matter, but it's
I like the
15
weighted
pounds.
blanket.
My girlfriend has one.
It's 15 pounds, and sometimes I'll just like wrap the weighted blanket like over my shoulders and like walk around, and I'll be like, "This is 15 pounds." Like I had like a bunch of these, like 4 of these.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah,
I think 5 of them. Yeah, something like that, between 4 and 5.
Yeah.
I
I tore my meniscus rocking the dog, and I thought, fuck me, like I need to lose some weight, and I have arthritis in my hips like now, and I'm just like, all right, that's it. So like I've been hitting the gym and stuff like that, and yes, I just ate some Carl's Jr. So I do have some 2 steps forward and 2 steps back.
I do it too.
But
I just ate a big ass piece of eclair.
It's not for vanity. It's how I feel. It's,
exactly.
And that's the reason.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, it had to be about that before I like made the change. Like, if it was just about like my looks, I would have never. I would just be like Purple was saying, the yo-yo dieting. You know.
Real quick here.
I had to like realize that I actually loved my body, even though I treated it like shit. And then I started treating it a little bit better.
What are you showing us? What is this?
Well, I guess part of the yo-yo dieting thing is just you get to the weight you want, and then you stop doing the diet because if you can just maintain it. I don't think anyone wants to do the diet forever. They want to get to the weight they want and then just do whatever the fuck they want after that. And I don't think nature.
That was
works
also
that
something
way.
I had to realize.
Yeah.
That was also something I had to realize was that like I had to make changes that I was going to do forever. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what they leave out of most dieting programs is how to maintain the weight once you've reached it.
And I've never been good at maintaining. That's the thing. I'm amazed that I'm down where I am now. I have picked up a few pounds, but over the last, well, between the 2 times that you saw me, Purple, the times that you were here, I lost 70 pounds. And I felt really great once I lost it, but I think I put maybe about 10 of that back on, and really not pleased with that. I really need to figure out a way to stay down, especially with the whole thing about the fluid weight and everything else. That when you do the dialysis thing, you walk in, they weigh you, you sit and bleed into a machine for 4 hours, and then they weigh you again to see how much fluid they took out of you. Because with all the fluid, you do have a hard time with congestive heart failure and stuff like that. And
Well, look at you.
Well, Diana,
That
the thing is,
isn't-
you've described
that
your
isn't
diet, and you
even-
eat enough for like 3 sumo wrestlers. If you maybe had smaller portions, you know.
This was not me even at my heaviest. I
Yeah.
was actually about 15 pounds lighter than my heaviest.
Wait a minute, that's you? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Dude, we
Damn.
gotta go riding sometime.
Dude, I missed my bike. I sold it for $800 to go save my kid.
Hmm.
It's horrible. Never
Oh,
see
you
that
can borrow
money
one of
again.
mine.
Vroom,
Never
vroom.
see that money again.
See, I'm too cowardly to be on a bike.
Yeah, you
I'd
know,
have
I
like a
have to admit,
hyperventilate.
I wouldn't mind a bike.
I was thinking about getting a scooter a while ago, and I still might, but while I was doing the motorcycle safety course, I hurt myself. And I have this other friend who got very, very, very hurt on his motorcycle. And I'm sitting there thinking, you know, I like being alive too much, and I'm not sure how much I want to get that highway capable scooter. It seems like at some point I will fuck up in some spectacular way. So
Anybody know who that is?
no.
Wait a minute.
It looks like Bruce Willis.
Yeah,
Wait,
he
is that
kind of
right?
does. He also
Is
kind
that-
of looks like Tom Cruise for a while when he was younger.
Is that Richard?
That's
Yeah,
my
I was
brother
gonna
without
ask.
a beard.
That's what without a beard?
My brother. That's
Oh,
Richard.
man.
Richard?
He-
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Richard, bring
That's
back
him,
the Roman
like-
face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Well, we are Roman. That's where our family
Okay.
comes from.
I wouldn't mind. I would not at all mind a bike. The only thing, I don't have a place to park it.
Yeah. Then there's that.
Now I
Couldn't
would
find that
get like a
picture.
flying motorcycle, which they are, by the way, making. It's just way out of my price range. Because, you know, it'd be a
Right.
lot harder to crash one of those, I think.
I thought it would be easier.
Nah.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
I'm with
no,
Diana
no,
on
no.
this one.
Well, maybe we're using different definitions of crash, because I don't really mean like, you know, into another vehicle or a building or something. I mean like, you know, if I take the corner too wide, I'm not going to end up going over the you know, the guardrail, kind of not get hurt. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not crashing. It's like I won't make the wrong maneuver in traffic and end up underneath a semi, kind of not crashing. You know, I mean,
Yeah, but-
maybe I might not be the world's best pilot, but that's not what I mean.
But what happens if you're
Okay.
20 feet in the air and it stalls?
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, I mean, I think you'd have to be pretty stupid to stall it out at 20 feet.
You know,
Or
things
just
mechanically
don't know
go
what the
wrong.
I
fuck
mean,
you're
the
doing.
guy who
Whoa,
invented
okay.
What if you get
the
hit by a bird?
Yeah, bird strikes. Fun.
Seriously though, I'm less worried about that because there's a lot more volume involved in flying than there ever is in driving.
I mean,
Which means that, you know, there's a lot more area
Oh,
for
this
you to
one's
be
bad.
missed. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah,
this is
I think
bad.
there is the odds of getting in an accident will be lower.
I don't know if I
Yes,
want to
this
share
is
that.
my
one.
Chances of suffering a very serious injury on the occasion you get in one, I expect, will be much higher.
I mean,
Yes,
that's
well,
already
I'm
like
I'm more
the statistics
considering
for,
the like the Vegas
for people
odds
who
of how
ride
likely am I to get hurt, rather than how
motorcycles
likely
anyway.
is the getting hurt to be nasty.
Right here, guys.
Yowza. Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would not have picked you out of a lineup.
Nope. That's me.
Oh, I knew who that was.
Yeah. Yep. That's one of the ones I was looking for.
I mean, your
I have a
smile is
horrible
still the
case of, like-
same. Your jawline's definitely like squared out quite a bit.
Well, that's because I
But
lost
then
weight.
it-
My neck was so fat you couldn't even see my jawline anymore. And
But
that's
it's someone-
about a month before
But it's
that.
also pointier.
About a month before that picture was taken, my brother Richard came up to me and said, "I'm worried about you." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "I'm worried about you." And I was like, "I'm all right, bro." And he's like, and he looked me up and down. And he's like, "No, you're not." And I was like, "Damn, I need to do something." He has never ever insulted how I looked in my entire life at all, ever. My other brother was a dick like that, but not him. So
He was concerned about you. He wasn't
yeah,
insulting
like
you.
that,
Yeah.
it opened my eyes. And then right after that, I was driving down the road and I went down this steep hill. I was in Pennsylvania on I-81 coming out of Scranton, and I was going through Scranton. And I went down this hill and there was a big pothole right before the overpass, and I hit it and the whole truck went like this and my head snapped down kind of hard and I saw my belly flop up in the air. And I pulled over to the side of the road and I cried. And then I got to a truck stop and I went online and I found another job and I got out of the truck and I started working locally because I was like, I'm never doing this again. It's just not good for me. It's not good for me. And I could barely sleep because I was so fucking tired and I worked so much, and I would have to I'd go down the road and smack myself in the face and give myself a Charlie horse, get out of the truck, run around it, get back in, drive more, like in the winter in like boxer shorts. I would get out to wake myself up. It was horrible. It's not it's not a good stagnant life.
I've heard stories about how bad a living it is driving a truck. I mean, the way you're overworked.
You can make good money off of it after you're in but you have to work for a few years. And I didn't make money until I was at like my 4th year, and then I was running my logbooks, and I had pulled the staples out and I was using them loose leaf. And every time I went from one place to the other and came back to that place to do the same load again, because I would do that, hold on, I'll put it up in just a second. I would rip that log sheet out and act like I wasn't in the truck and someone else was driving it.
I've been hearing reports lately, like there's been some, I don't know, commentary on news programs about how now, though, truckers are like losing money. They end up paying more to work than they make doing the work.
Oh yeah.
So it's like
it
wage
depends,
slavery
'cause
going
it's
on.
really
That
it's
is
really
true.
expensive. It's really expensive to live on the road. Who is this?
This is Spackle. So I used to be 100. I think I was 115 there. So I used to be on the
Wow.
other side
You
of the
look
spectrum where I was a little
absolutely
thin.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, the hair too, probably.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. When I tell people I understand, it's not because I'm not just saying it. Like I've been around the
Yeah.
block. I really do understand. Yeah. So, and I expose my soul to everybody because I want people to understand that I understand. I've been down in the shit. I've been homeless. I've been all kinds of shit. I've done a bunch of drugs. I've beat people up that looked at me wrong. I've
Wait, what?
stood up.
I want to
for-
hear that
I've
story.
stood up for the geeks that got bullied in school. I've been in every position. I swear to God.
That does sound like an awesome
Yeah.
story, but I do have to get off of here.
Oh,
Savage. I fucking love you, sweetheart.
Good night.
Have a good night.
You be good.
Love you guys.
Sleep
See you
well, sleep
tomorrow
well.
on Diana's.
Don't do too much damage.
Yeah, come on by and say hi to Kate and me, and
right.
we can
Everybody
do all kinds of
do
stuff.
And what time are you starting that?
It's 6 Central.
Okay, so 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on Lavender Ladies channel. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Thanks.
I
guys.
will give
Thanks
at you the whatever you call that thing. You click. Yes, that one.
That's right. For some reason, my brain insists that the show starts at 2 p.m. my time instead of 4. I don't know why. Some part of my brain is latched on to 2 p.m. I don't get it.
Savage, thank you for coming in and thank you for supporting our
Thank you for
friend.
having me.
And we really appreciate it. And we'll definitely get together and see what we can do. Now, I don't get off work that early, but I will try to come by as soon as I get home.
Okay. I probably will be at work while that thing goes on.
Okay.
Oh, speaking
Well,
of,
we're gonna plan a planning meeting. So
The planning meeting is done. We already planned the planning meeting. Now we just have to plan.
Right.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, Savage.
Bye-bye.
Take care, honey.
I've
Speaking of
actually
planning and
had the
organizing
whole
things.
the weight thing from the other direction, kind of, because I never actually was anorexic or bulimic, but I got accused of it all the time because I was rail ass skinny no matter what I ate.
Let me get some coffee.
It was I don't know. It was weird to be accused of all that shit when I wasn't doing it, but
That used to happen to me when I was younger. So like, I was the other extreme.
Oh,
But you're still pretty thin looking, I think.
yeah, I mean, I've got a little more down here than I'd like, but B was right. This will rev your metabolism like you wouldn't believe. So
Really?
I have been losing weight. Oh yeah. Wait,
Wait, is that just straight vape or is it like
No, it's marijuana.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's THC. Yeah, without the THC, it wouldn't be doing it.
I don't know it revved your
Oh, well, have you ever noticed that, like, despite getting the munchies all the time, a lot of stoners tend to be, like, really skinny?
Yeah. With
Well,
the
that's
exception of
because
Shanny.
well, and also, like, my veins are really, really tiny. I don't heat myself, except when I have that. All of a sudden, my core is blazing like I've got the flu when I'm doing the weed. So, yeah, it will burn fat off of you.
Now I feel like I have an excuse and I'm going to just go up and be like, so, like, I need to do this for my metabolism?
I need to lose weight. This is the only way. I've tried everything else.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the freaking dispensary and ask for some of that fat burning weed.
So I have been starting to do weights. So like before I kept thinking like if I just do cardio, right, I'm going to burn a whole lot of, calories. But now I'm actually doing weights because like, it turns out, like I was speaking to like one of my friends that's like a personal trainer. He's like, you got to do weights because like you're going to be burning more calories after you work out because your muscles have to repair themselves. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm gonna get ripped, man.
What was that, Bolt?
Nothing.
Oh, no, we don't do drugs on this channel.
I'm not
No,
doing
we
them.
don't.
I'm just holding them up.
I'm not doing them, I'm just holding them.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yes, I'm holding it in my body.
I literally went to a store and bought that. It's great.
See, I wish I could vape without hacking a lung, but like because I'm asthmatic, I'm like,
I'm not allowed to do it in the house. I have to take that.
Yeah,
out.
don't vape.
I quit vaping.
I like it. And also I don't even know if this breaks the rules or not, but technically my building is supposed to be non-smoking.
There we are.
So I definitely would not
But you're
be like
not smoking because nothing is burning.
That's right. There's
Not-
no combustion. It's
that's
not
what I mean.
smoke.
You have to use a lighter
but-
to light something. For
So my
things to
building
smoke.
added a
But
clause about
my
vaping.
point being is that I wouldn't be smoking a doobie in here anyway, is my point.
So my building actually added vaping to their clause. on
Yeah.
their
No
agreement just
vaping?
this year. This year, yep.
I can still do
I think
hash
Who
somewhere.
cares?
if the building you're
Right?
in has any type of government housing, they have added
does
vaping
not.
to it already.
It does not. Not
Okay.
my place anyway.
Everyone I know who is in any type of building that they get any type of government subsidy, they have added vaping to the no smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have an HOA, and they said no smoking. I don't know about the vaping.
Yeah, that
Wild
would be up
heart.
to them. It's their private rules.
Behave.
What they don't know won't hurt them.
Well, I certainly won't tell.
I
And
think
nobody likes a tattletale.
no. So like there are some neighbors that fucking get high off their rocker, and it just wafts in my building, and people keep thinking it's us, and I'm like, it's not us. It's not us.
Oh yeah,
Well,
my
one thing
corridor
that
smells like it
helps-
all the time.
Well, these are condos. There is
I
no
love it when
like
my house
that.
smells like
The
that.
door doesn't open to a hallway; it opens to outside.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be like if I'm smoking up, vaping up, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It won't be like pervading the entire residence area.
Yeah.
It'll be pretty much contained to me.
It
This
also
building's
depends
weird, it's
on whether
both.
everybody has their own heating and cooling unit in their place.
We have none.
Because
None.
if they have the big ones that are throughout the entire building, and then you just have a control for yours or whatever. But the vents,
Well-
like the
Yeah, if
the,
it's a forced air system, then it
What am I
shares
talking
the air
about?
between the different units.
Well, we
Right,
have
thank
none of that, and I mean none of that. Number one, in Southern California, nobody has anything to like make it warmer here because it's
Well, yeah.
like November
I'm in-
now. It's been
I'm in
hitting
San
the
Diego,
high
and we
80s
do.
Fahrenheit here, but also like this part's bad shit. Is nobody has built-in AC either. You have to buy your own AC unit, pretty much just universally. So but
I'm in
anyway, I'm just
SoCal, and
Well-
and it's a newer building, and it's got the built-in AC, and it does draw from the entire building. It's unfortunate, and it's a hybrid, which is unusual. Usually, SoCal has like a building where it's like you walk out, there's the door, it's an outside, right? That's most of SoCal's like condos and shit. This one's different. You walk out and there's a hallway, and that's what's fucking it up. So then there's people who are like, I was gonna go to work, but then I got high, and then like it starts wafting in the hallway, and then all of a sudden the manager's like, which one's the one?
Yeah, we don't have that problem. Like, there's no vents anywhere except for like my washing machine.
Yeah, well, in my building, we've got the hot water heat, so it's not coming through the heating system, but there is a vent pipe that links that for the exhaust fans for the bathrooms and the stove vents is all linked. So yeah, I sometimes get cooking odors from other apartments coming into my apartment if I'm not running the vent fans.
Interesting. Anyway, like I am totally about legalizing it. I think it's fine. Like I want the feds to get with it, right? Like I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
At
I
the
mean,
same
the reasons
time,
it's illegal are so stupid anyway.
The war on drugs was not about the war on drugs anyway. The war on drugs was about a war on a certain minority.
Well,
Well, that's what I
Absolutely.
just said, only longer.
and as with getting any laws passed, it's a question of what lobbies are behind it. But
Yeah.
now, since private prisons are such a big industry, they don't want to legalize marijuana because that reduces the prison population.
Well, they're lobbying to
Same
keep
with
things
the,
like that illegal.
It's the same with the
Yep.
military-industrial complex wants to keep us at war forever because it's profitable. War is a
Right.
racket.
But then, if that happens, the only thing they have to do is bring the war in the front, in the home front. So it's
Well,
just a
that'll never
matter-
happen. That's not what they want.
Well, drones already existing in America. That's what I know, but I'm not sure. I can't verify.
Well,
are
they
you
like
saying that
having
one
big
day we're
wars
going to be
overseas
patat
because
here?
they want to see lots of hardware get blown up because it's expensive to replace.
hmm
Mm.
And the people are expendable because you
Yeah.
can just make more of those, more or less, for free.
Yeah.
I've heard that like pretty much like there's kind of a view of those that are 1% that are like, everybody that's working class are like cows.
Oh, absolutely,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
That's just like I've always said about education. We've always said, hey, they should give you like at least the first 2 years free.
Well,
So you can start with something. But here's the problem. If you educate everybody, who's going to mop their fucking floor and change their trash cans?
well, and
Robots. That's
that's
why
the
we need
problem.
robots.
that's the problem we had with the pandemic response, though, was they wanted to get the economy restarted because they didn't want their stock dividends to take a hit, and they didn't care how many working class people got killed to do it.
Well, if you've seen the mass
Otherwise, if we
exodus
had
of
really
low-wage
shut everything
workers
down-
lately,
yeah.
I mean, because a lot of people have just walked off the job.
Yeah.
Like, I think in the last month or so, it was like a couple million. And then the month before that was just slightly lower. It's crazy now. Like, people have decided they're not going to fucking take it.
People have realized that they're risking their lives for jobs that pay shit, that they don't get enough to live on, and it's not worth risking their lives for.
Well, of course, the response to that is they're starting to try to make 14-year-olds able to work until 11 p.m. and all that shit so they can pay nothing and still get away with all that bullshit. I mean, just, look at Wisconsin. Wisconsin. Hey, Wildheart, how are you?
Cheers. I was going to say, thanks for letting me in, B. And Crazy Cat Lady, I'm a big fan. It's a pleasure to meet you and to speak to you. That's all. I've seen you on New Covenant Group. Yeah.
What? Did somebody say New Covenant Group?
Yeah, I've seen you on New Covenant Group. I'm a big fan of yours, but I don't want to interrupt the conversation.
Oh, my word. Well, number one, thank you. Number two, it's been a long time since I've been there.
Yeah, those must be some old videos you were watching.
Well, Dr. Jones is okay. I heard that he wasn't doing so well.
Oh, no, that's... Yeah, he and I had a little bit of a falling out. Bob Greaves was going on and on about how psychiatry is bullshit and depression. Yeah, we had a little bit of a falling out over that one. That was a couple of years ago.
I won't say that psychiatry is bullshit, but therapy so frequently is.
Depends on the therapy. Therapy can be very experimental.
Wildheart,
yeah.
Since you apparently love and respect Diana the way we do,
yeah.
Tomorrow afternoon at 7 p.m. Eastern, they're doing a planning meeting to get a fundraiser going to help Diana get a new kidney.
I will be, if anyone can post any links in the side chat, so anywhere I can help with that, that'd be brilliant. Yeah.
Kidney
stick. Well, are you on Twitter or something? Where can we find you?
Yeah, Twitter. Just wild out again. But if anyone has any links, so I can follow Crazy Cat Lady, that'd be great as well. Yeah.
Well, Diana, when you give it to me on Twitter, I'll send it over to Wildheart.
Give what, the link to the show?
Tomorrow when you
to come onto the panel. Yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah, we'll do that.
Thanks a lot.
We can get him in on it, and he can get a group of people that we don't really know as well in there too.
Including your brother. Yeah, your brother's on my channel at the moment. I've left my own stream to join this stream. They're on different things, but yeah, it's a different audience. So yeah.
Who's over there?
Richard, Nisha, Will Freeman, Plastic Jesus, and someone else, Bojo, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's the YouTube link for Diana anyway.
Don't watch that. Watch this. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to keep track of all the people I have to give the link to get on panel.
Cheers, Purple. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
All right, folks, I'm going to head out. I appreciate...
I've heard you say that before.
I know, right? And then I linger.
Oh, my.
In the main chat, too.
Oh, now you've got me thinking about the cranberries.
Oh, man. She was one of the few people that died that I was, like, a little bit teary-eyed. I was like, oh.
Marie, I didn't know she died.
What?
I didn't know she died.
Oh, really? Oh, that was a while ago that she died.
A couple of years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Big bummer. But I got to see them live in LA when they played.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Gosh, I want to say 2010 or something. I don't know. It was a while ago, but yeah, it was good.
One of my exes really liked Cranberries.
You know, they're one of those bands where I said I hated them, but it turned out that what I hated were their singles that got played on the radio, and it was the stuff that didn't that I enjoyed. That has happened with so many bands for me, where the stuff that got popular sucked, but I liked their B-sides.
Yeah.
Zombie, I think.
Happened to me a lot too.
Yeah, Zombie I think was their most popular track.
And that's the one that drives me right up the wall. I hate it. It's like
Yeah.
nails on a chalkboard for me.
Yeah, it's a meaningful song though. So there's
Well,
that.
okay, maybe, but listening to it is painful, so I'll never get the meaning.
What she does, that yodeling that she does, is what Irish folks they do traditionally when someone passes away or dies. It's actually like a mourning kind of sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I don't like about it. I mean, I've had this discussion on Diana's channel so many times about what, for me, constitutes good music, and it's almost inevitably upbeat and in a major key.
Oh, I love the minors.
Oh,
Oh,
it drives me up the wall. I can't take it. I don't like grim and dark. That's why, like, the 90s were hell for me. I hated the 1990s because everyone was all about it. So, you know.
I know, right?
Oh, man.
You're right.
You're describing my kind of music.
Emptiness is loneliness, and loneliness is emptiness, and
Emptiness.
emptiness is godliness, and God is empty, just like me.
Well, my musical library is some of the most fluffy, bunny, bubblegum shit
Yeah.
you'll ever find,
Final
which is
words.
funny because I used to hang out with goths.
Yeah, I think that song was by Hole. Emptiness and godliness is emptiness and emptiness.
That's
is
Smashing
bliss.
Pumpkins.
It is Smashing Pumpkins. Yes, it is. Yeah.
Here's honesty for you guys.
What the hell, Stool? I will
You're right.
teach my Japanese sex robot to you. Damn you, Stool.
The Eurythmics is another band where their popular stuff was no good, but I like their B-sides. But
Yeah.
like Sweet Dreams just goes right up my spine. I hate it. Although I found a version that was transposed into a major key and now it's great. So figures. But no, some of their other stuff besides that was great. And I wish I'd heard that too. So I could have experienced them when they were new. But instead, the stuff that got played was crap, and oh well.
Yeah, Eurythmics, great band. Yeah.
Well, I don't understand why everybody thinks that anything in a minor key is all depressing and everything. I know a lot of certain people here won't know about this, but for example, Beethoven's Fifth Symphony is in C minor. Tell me
And it's
that that's
ugly.
depressing.
Yes, it is. It's ugly. It sounds like whining. It's not an upbeat song in any way.
Oh my, I don't know.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Baroque composers at all anyway.
Baroque was
You know, and like, okay, you know that For Release song again, hate it, but there's that one moment where it very briefly starts to sound a little happy. Just for a moment. And it's like da 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 da, and then it gets ugly again. Just for a brief moment it sounds upbeat.
Oh my, I remember. I used to could play that years ago. I haven't been near a piano in a long time.
Bad
Well, I'd be
Religion.
much more impressed by someone playing Great Balls of Fire than anything by Beethoven.
And then there's this
Yes.
cat. You do know that there is this cat over here. Oh, I was going to cuddle you and you ran away.
Now,
What about For Release?
Diana's heard me
Okay.
say this a few times, and damn it, Bill Bailey fucking stole it. I was saying this since elementary school, is that In the Hall of the Mountain King sounds like an evil Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Oh, it does. It does. Yes.
You know, Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose face was white as snow. Like that. It's seriously evil Mary Had a Little Lamb. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
There you have it, folks. Kate's opinion on music.
Can I ask a crazy cat lady? There's a person on Atheist Underground who's called Non-Crazy Crazy Cat Lady. Are you the same person or not?
No, I am not.
Oh,
But
I'm just checking.
non-crazy, crazy cat lady?
You've heard of her? Yeah.
I have to look for this person. This sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Why not just say cat lady?
Yeah. I was just checking because I'm friends with them as well, so I just wanted to check
Okay.
whether I'm speaking to the same person or not. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, you talk about that sort of thing. You know what surprised the heck out of me is, when I go on MathPig's channel and everything, He's
massive.
friends. He's friends with a couple of the people that I've been on channel with on New Covenant Group. Fabio, for example. I just about fell over when when I found out that he and MathPig were friends. And I like Fabio. He's cool.
Yeah, he's the honorary Italian guy in the streams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Fabio works. Yeah, and MathPig's been giving me advice in my life. He is the reason I've started to go out for walks, 45 minutes every day. So.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
Hey, Divine, did you say you have to go?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming by. I appreciate you.
Well, thank you for
Is there
coming
anything
by,
you want to tell anybody
seriously.
about? Anything you want to shill before you leave?
Not yet.
Okay.
Maybe
Sweet.
maybe the
Okay.
next stream.
All
For
right.
sure.
All right. Let me know.
All right. Take care,
All right.
everybody.
Peace
Take
out.
care,
man.
honey.
Cheers, about.
And then there were 7. Eventually here, my girlfriend's going to call me and I will be shutting down the stream just so everybody knows. Don't really know when. Probably like a 3 to 5 minute notice.
Well, I'm going to have to start thinking about going to bed because I got to be up at 6 a.m., which are, 7 hours from now, so I can go bleed into a machine. Oh, yeah, I love dialysis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Warms the soul. I mean, cools the soul. Yeah.
Well, I'm a little worried about this wrist because it's my trackball hand and it's starting to hurt in ways that may be carpal tunnel. I've been trying to stay off it as much as I can, but damn it, so much of my life is on a computer that, well, it's hard, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean, at least the laptop has a trackpad and I'm left-handed, so I can do that. But I can't work on my animation. I really can't do a lot of things. I can't play most games
Shut up,
unless they're
Florian.
like puzzle games or whatever. You know, so I got to get this shit looked at.
Yeah, get that sorted.
You should.
Well, I am so envious of you. Okay, you are in California. You have Medi-Cal. And God, it's so good for you as far as that goes.
Yeah.
If I could have that sort of thing. I mean, the almost anything that's related to the kidneys is taken care of, but the other stuff isn't.
Yeah, it's weird that the US has a third world medical system.
Yep,
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
Well, it's a predatory medical system is what it is. I mean, medicine for profit is just like this short of evil, you know what I mean? Just because I don't believe in the kind of evil that people mean when they say fucking evil, you know what I mean? It's this short of biblical evil.
And I saw somebody on Twitter earlier today try to answer in a snide way. Somebody was saying, you know, how the Medicare and the medical stuff here in the U.S. is predatory and everything. And this person came up with, well, yeah, you know, they should have government-sponsored medical coverage for pets and all this. Damn right they should.
They do, but it's expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
For what you use it, unless you have like older animals that you know you're going to be taking to the vet all the time, it's expensive. Now, if you have older animals that you know you're going to be taking to the vet several times a month or a few times a month, it's worth it.
Well, I thought the
It's
idea, though,
seriously
was universal veterinary care, the way we would have universal health care.
Yeah, I can see an argument for that. I really can.
Oh, but is that not what you meant? Because that's what I heard.
That's not. This person was saying, yeah, we should have universal pet care and everything else like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And no, I can see an argument for it. And unfortunately, most people don't see things the way I do, the way many of us do. I mean, these guys here, they may walk on 4 legs, but they're people too. Okay, they're family.
Family.
Yeah.
In many ways, I think with the pets, it probably costs less to keep pets kind of insured and pay for their healthcare than it does for humans.
Vet visits
not to
are
interrupt
actually
you guys,
kind of cheap,
but not to
unless
well,
you
I am
need something
gonna,
done.
I am going to interrupt. Sorry. So I'm going to be ending here in a few. If anybody in the chat wants to come in and come into the back room after I end the stream and you want to talk and continue the conversation, you're more than welcome to. I will put the link in here and you guys can come in, Kitty or whoever. Okay, carry on.
I mean, because when I go to a vet visit and I bring the cats, it's usually like $50, you know, unless, but that's only if it's a checkup. If they need their shots, it's actually not that much more expensive. But if they need blood work, oh my gosh, $300. And I got 2 of the little bastards, so they could get costly if they get sick.
That's the thing. The health plans for pets it's an insurance thing. You're hoping you won't use it. But if you do, if they wind up in there once and like need x-rays or a tooth extraction, that pays for the whole year.
I mean, it really, Purple is right. Yeah.
My cat had better health insurance than I did.
I'm going to get back to my own stream with your brother in, B. Thank you very much for letting me on. I'm going to get back to my own stream. Thanks a lot.
Love you, man. Peace out.
Cheers.
Well, good to see you and good to meet you. You take care, honey, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow
He's
evening.
gone, Diana.
Okay.
He can't hear you anymore.
He might still be listening.
I have never understood like keeping the stream up, like the YouTube version of the stream while you're in the stream, because it's going to be delayed, it's going to be out of sync, and if the sound comes on, it's going to be really creepy. So I don't understand doing it.
Well, I only keep it up so I can read the side chat.
Exactly, for me too. Yep, that's it.
Because I have the side chat just right here.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. I pop out the side chat from the YouTube and I put it over.
No, I mean right here on the StreamYard, there's a comment section. That's the stream chat right there.
Yeah, but you're talking about delays. That's even more delayed. And so if you type back to people at all, you can't flag people on that one.
Well, but you also talk about popping out the YouTube chat. I do that and then close the main window and just leave the popped out chat up.
Mm-hmm.
I do that at when I'm not on the panel at movie night, for example. And I also do it when I'm on the panel on Diana's show, you know, because that's like if I ever type to you on Diana's show, I don't have the stream up. I just have the chat.
Yeah, you just do the pop out from YouTube and stick it over on the side. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And you can
and it helps to have 3 monitors on this computer.
I mean, you can do it with just one. You just have to shrink some shit down or overlay the chat that you guys can see over here.
It's just handy. That's all I'm saying.
No, it is great. I didn't even know that it was like that for like the first year I was on YouTube. And then MathPig told me, just do the pop out. And I was like, pop out? Oh, look at that. I had no idea. So I am going to end this. If anybody wants to come in, like I said, the link is above you. Click on that. Come on in. You can come in afterwards if you want. I'll stay on for a minute just to make sure nobody wants to come in. So everybody in the chat, thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me. Seriously.
Well, I'm not done with you guys. I meant the main chat, not the panel. Hold on. So everybody in the chat, thank you for coming and thanks for the support and love and the great conversations you guys always have. I really appreciate that. Everybody on the panel, if anybody has anything to shill, you can do it now. And I appreciate you guys as well.
Oh, I already have. So next.
Purple, what do you got going on?
Well, talked about organizing. I am starting to organize for the Christmas Day Marathon. So we need a bunch of people who are willing to host 2-hour time slots, basically anytime Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, so that we can keep it going, so that for Christmas Day all around the world, there is always somebody going for anyone who winds up being alone.
Well, I will cheerfully guest on anyone's show, like if it's just them and they feel like they can't fill 2 hours alone, which is why I'm not volunteering, because honestly, I've volunteered for things like this before, and when I get on, I'm like, I don't have anything planned. I don't know what the fuck to talk about, and it just ends up being a disaster. So I will guest, but I'm not going to host.
I can't do it alone. I can't monologue. I have to have somebody else in the panel to talk with.
Yeah.
I do better with that as well. Yeah.
It's hard to just pull shit out of your ass.
Yeah, if you
Well,
see my
I
solo
told
shows,
people
you know
depends
how
on
much
your
I sweat.
diet.
When I've gone live before and I've told people if somebody doesn't come in, I'll start reading my poetry, and someone always comes in.
Group, I implore thee.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty good with the filthy limericks, but don't let me write poetry when I'm high.
Touche.
Well, like, okay, this one's really short. This one's really short. Forlorn is forlorn. Forlorn is lovelorn. Forlorna. That was written when I was 3 sheets to the wind.
Okay, as I can see,
Yeah.
as I can tell. So, everybody in the panel, everybody in the chat, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and have some peace in your lives.